the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane on Sports 56, 98.5 and 96.1. It's time to get your day started. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, here are Pete and Sane.
Worried you wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah, I did say I might
you made it. You made it. So congratulations to you.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, welcome in.
I had to put on the Heartbreak Drake playlist. You know what I'm saying? They had to. Then when I pulled up to the studio, I put on some, Elf Boys classics.
I like you. You pulled up.
Pulled up, yeah.
Welcome in, everybody.
How do you spell pult?
I'd say it's P-U-L-T.
P-U-L-L-T? Yeah, that's probably right.
I don't know, though.
People were giving me grief because of the way I spell finna. I was like,
I know.
I'm not
changing
the way I spell.
I cannot opine on that issue. I have no standing to do that. I can't.
Mm-hmm. It is crazy because I seriously had never seen people spell it any other way. But then when I did my own research, like I went and searched it on Twitter, searched it on Facebook, like I was like, I might be the only person that's spelling it this way. And I'm perfectly fine with it.
I mean,
I'm not changing for you bums.
That's the thing, man. I mean, listen, I grew up my whole life thinking that the word tump was a real word, and it's not. Like tump over, like I'm going to tump that car over.
I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard it before.
Exactly. You never heard that. I did. I grew up, that was how we called something. When something like fell over or like a dump truck. Tumped over.
We said turned over.
Come to find out, that's not a word.
We said turned over or tunked over, but not.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. Yeah, tump, T-U-M-P,
never said that.
That tumped over. So I don't know if anyone else has said that or not, but I said it, and yeah, no, not a word.
Who cares?
Who
cares?
But that's
Does it work for you?
As I've told you before. My philosophy on the English language is that it's a flexible and pliable thing, and you can add to as you need to. It's not meant to be perfect in every way. That's how words happen. As people start modifying and changing the language as they need, and then enough people do it. Next thing you know, it's a word.
It's official.
That's how thousands and thousands and thousands of words have started over the years. So today on the show, big things. We got our friend Adam Kramer coming up at 8:00, who's got some big news. I'll tell you about at the time. And then 9:00, Kari Thompson is going to join us. And in between, we have a whole bunch of things to talk about, including even more tumultuous stuff. The Grizzlies might be the best run team in their division by a long shot.
Yeah.
The rest of the division is just.
I mean, we don't have sports gamblers making decisions for our team, but
I mean, as soon as Greg Popovich retires, the Grizzlies will officially be the greatest run team in the Southwest by a mile, because it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there, guys. Be careful out there on these front office streets.
Oh yeah,
you might get got pretty quick. So be careful out there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the other thing that we're gonna talk about. We have a bunch on the court to talk about, including the Bucks saying, not so fast. Woo! You guys had put us in the ground. We're not there yet. And it was not necessarily Giannis that did the damage. Mm-hmm. It was not him, although he had a game. Don't get me wrong, but it was really and truly Chris Middleton. This was a Chris Middleton game through and through. 38 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals for Chris Middleton as well. Giannis with a pedestrian 30-17 out there. And Drew Holiday, thank you for showing up a little bit too, even though you were 1 of 10 from 3. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals for Drew Holiday. As that what was supposed to be a vaunted Nets defense finally looked a little closer to a vaunted Nets defense against a frankly, a pretty. It looked like a pretty tired Nets team, to be honest. They didn't have a lot of zip, and they're only going 5 deep, or only going 6 deep. Andrew Shamet. So yeah, we'll see.
Hey, I'm sure you've seen the movie The Fly, right?
I have. It's been a long time.
Before I start singing praises, what phase are we saying that Chris Middleton is in? Because he looks like he's about to turn into something. I just can't. If you look at older pictures of Chris Middleton, he doesn't look like he looks now. He looks like he's about to.
Yeah, he looks
transform into some creature.
He is a not an attractive man.
I mean, but he's looking worse over time. Like in this, I'm a little concerned about.
Well, in ways we all are. That's the ravages.
That's how time
works.
That's the
ravages of time.
Yeah.
Very rarely do people end up looking better.
But yeah,
over time.
Major game by the Bucks last night though to push it to 7. They look like a team who realizes that this is anybody's playoff,
Mm-hmm.
And they realize,
they finally showed up. They finally showed up and they played with a little edge, a little desperation.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that coming up here on the program. Also, a little U.S. Open chat. We'll discuss all of that. We got big game 6s tonight, and excited about all of those. We'll talk about where some of these teams are. There's a whole lot of goss that's out. We're going to discuss all of that coming up here on the program today. So plenty to get to here, and a shout out to Desmond Bain. We'll talk about his success coming up here. So if you want to join us, you can. There's a number of different ways you can do that, of course, and many of them have the same number: 360-8255, 901-360-8255. That's how you join us in the Family Leisure Studios on the phone lines and on the text line. And the text crew, I'm sure, up early. Shout out to the text crew. We appreciate you guys very much for being part of the show and jumping in. Also, the chat folks in the house as well. We appreciate them. If you're watching us via the video stream at various places around the internet, hey, appreciate y'all. Jump in on the chat and welcome yourself into the mix. Tell us who you are. Tell us what's going on in certain cases, which booties, snorkeling, and all the information that we need to really make this take this to a different level altogether. And shout out to Zach for only one punctuation and spelling mistake on the tweet this morning. So normally there's multiples of those, but today just one. So shout out, Zach. Good job, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good.
Peter, can we Rack City Zach today? Can we get a little quick Rack City?
I mean, on me.
Go ahead.
I'm always
throw some Rack City in.
I'm always a fan of hearing Zach's music.
Well, you kind of put me on the spot here.
Well, don't worry about it.
Well, give me some time, man.
Let us know when you're ready. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll set it up while you get ready to play the song. How about that?
When you're ready, then you're ready.
But yeah, just want to give props to Zach. Been a crazy week for them, man. Don't nothing get straightened but straightening, so we're going to make it straight. No, for real, though. Zach had a crazy week. 2 days in a row. The show started off kind of crazy. The man been training interns all week.
Yep.
My boy, man.
Yep.
And Zach allows me to come in here, scream at him, push on him, pull on his shoulders. Zach will be in here, watching something totally unrelated to the show. I'll come in, snatch the phone from him, and put something even more unrelated to the show in front of his face. And, he let me do that just so I can get ready for the show,
That's how you do it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Zach.
If I'm running late, I can say, hey, Zach, you going to Burger King? Bring me some Burger King, Zach. That ain't even got to make a breakfast stop, man. So I just want to give that man some props.
Shout out to Zach.
I think sometimes Zach could just not eat just because he don't feel like going to give me something. He'll just say, nah, I ain't going to Burger King. Man, just change his mind. No, he ain't did that.
I mean, he wouldn't be the first. He wouldn't be the first.
Hey, you know you're
That
a low down
happens.
dude, man. If you like, like some people just don't like going to get.
Nah,
I'm
not
that
hungry.
guy. I don't like going to get stuff for people, man, because like you might, oh man, you didn't give me no black pepper, you didn't get no onion juice. Like,
Because
no,
that's
I
what you
didn't
do.
get onion juice.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah,
You
man.
DoorDash. So why would you DoorDash for free?
For
Normally,
free, exactly.
You get, normally you get people stuff. You know, they you get paid for it. So I mean, that's I can understand why you wouldn't want to do that for free. I get that.
But yeah, I can see Zach being the dude that just lose his appetite if it come down to getting food for somebody.
Most days, I just wake up and probably don't want to eat anything.
I hate
So-
eating this early. I ain't gonna lie to you. It seems like
I
it just
agree.
throw off everything.
I agree.
I hate eating this crap this morning.
got no problem
But if I
with that.
don't, then I'm starving at 10.
Right.
I gotta ask
And
you.
I find myself eating checkers or some crap. Like, it's just, man, good God.
You gotta respect. You gotta respect your body, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, feed it. If
Gotta
you're not,
feed it.
don't. That's just it. That's
I gotta come up with something, man.
We always talk about like I'm working on this. I'm working on getting in tune with my body. It's a thing called intuitive eating. I'm working with it because we're doing all kinds of stuff. But anyway, it's the hardest thing in the world to just eat when you're hungry and then stop eating when you're full. Like that's just very difficult for me. I don't know. Like if people think that dieting or that getting on like a normal food, or if you think that's just just a physical thing, then just try doing it that way for a while. See how that works. See how long you actually listen to your body cues. Do you even know when you're hungry? Do you even know when you're full? That's hard, man. It's hard. It's a lot of folks. A lot of folks eat when they're doing something else. So yeah, I'm with you. But it's good. It's always good to kind of start off, get you a little something in your system to get you going in the morning. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I want to talk about too. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the sports world.
Gotta get the text
Anthony
from yesterday
saying,
too, but go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, text me yesterday. One thing before we do that. Kwame says Rack City, that's what's up. Yes, that's right. That's why we do it. Thank you, Kwame. The text. No, I saw yesterday, and I've not gotten your comment on this.
Okay.
The tour. I think it was DJ Academics that put the tour out of the inside of Air Drake. Drake's customized 767. Have you seen that?
No.
Now this, I thought you'd be all over this because this is your boy. There's a Canadian company called Cargo Jet that's kind of a cargo like sort of a seemingly kind of a FedEx kind of thing, and they had a fleet of 767s.
I'm looking at it right now.
Big jumbo jets. And they gave this thing to Drake full out. Just gave him one. One of their older ones is 25, 30 years old. Gave him the full on 767 and had the paint job done, and had it painted up in his with the OVO
Yep.
and the prayer hands
With
that
the
are
basketball.
on the wings and the
Drake
the
never
whole
played
thing.
basketball with anybody, but he's got
Never.
prayer hands with a basketball.
And yet he played basketball for everybody. But then inside, like he had the interior fully redone, and it's got 3 private studios. It's got multiple 2 bedrooms. It's got like couches, tables,
fully carpeted flooring,
fully carpeted flooring with like LED lighting,
3
all this,
fully
like-
enclosed private suites, entertainment
And
theater
he said
room.
he
Yeah.
flew it out to L.A. To just go watch Bronny James in an AAU tournament. He just flew a 767 out there to go watch an AAU tournament. This is how. So what I'm saying, this is your boy. Now this thing must cost. I can't, even though it was free to get the plane, which is that's a great savings. Don't get me wrong. But think about the upkeep on this baby. Think about, jet fuel ain't cheap. Flying to L.A. Jet fuel ain't cheap. Getting a pilot ain't cheap. Parking that thing, you can't just park that in the old parking lot. You got to go find a place to park that thing. Man, he's a different world, man. A lot of these dudes out here, be SoundCloud rappers, a lot of these guys that want to be like Drake. You better step your game up. This man's got a full-on 767. I don't know anybody else that's got a full-on 767.
I'm looking at it now. You got to watch a million commercials before you watch anything online these days. But yeah,
I don't know. Michael Jordan doesn't have a full-on 767.
No,
I don't know too many dudes
who's
that
got
have full-on 767. I mean, that's a big plane. 767 is you can fly that thing across, basically halfway around the world without getting gas.
Yeah. But what do you expect from Champagne Poppy?
I mean, I thought you'd either seen it. And if you have, I'm happy to share it with you to let you.
I thought I was watching it, but I'm not watching it. Let me watch it.
Appreciate your boy there.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Yeah, man.
Yeah, DJ Academics did a Instagram or something for the inside of this thing, and it's it's wild.
Dang.
They gave it to him. Just gave him one.
Probably a good insurance write-off.
I mean, man.
God, dog, bro.
I know, right?
I'm looking at
See
this
what I
joint.
mean?
Yeah. This goes, man. I need one of these when I do the show.
Yeah.
Just fly me and drop me off at this joint.
Yeah, just fly me into. I was just thinking, like, can you imagine? Because, like, I don't really like small planes. They kind of scare me a little bit. I mean, they probably shouldn't, but they do. I'm not a big. I've never been a big flyer anyway. Like, I'm a little scared of flying, just full on. But
the seats in this bad boy just crazy.
But see, I'm much less scared of a larger plane. Like, that didn't bother me as much. Like big old 757, whatever, that wouldn't bother me really. And so you get a customized one, you get your own charter, you get your own pilot, all that stuff. Man,
Yeah.
I'd have no problem with that. Can you imagine just wake up, be like, man, I want to go to Rome today. Okay, can we set that up? Yeah, all right, let's go.
We'll be there in a couple hours.
We'll be there in it'd be like 6 hours, 7 hours. Like, we don't have to, but we'll do a little planning. Hey, you want to go to Tokyo? Yeah, let's go to Tokyo. We got that.
I got a friend who's going to school to be a pilot because he wants to fly private jets or whatever. And as soon as he get his license, man, I'm saving my coins, man. We getting up. It's up. It's gonna be up and stuck.
Oh, I got a buddy that's got a plane. He went to school for the whole thing. He's got the whole thing. He's got plane. I got a couple that do. I can't do it, man. They'll fly up to the classic thing. You fly up to Sykeston to go to your favorite spot up there.
Yeah.
With the Lambert's
Those
roads.
roads,
You can, if they got a little private airport, you can fly right up there and just go and get some lunch and then fly back. I know people do that. I know people fly down to Destin, Panama City, all that stuff, man. Just the whole thing. They fly it. It's hey man, look, if I could, I would, but I can't. Won't. Suffice to say, Drake's on a different level though.
Oh,
as
yeah.
per. Drake's on a different level. I thought you'd be proud of your guy.
No, I didn't. I wasn't aware of this. I heard that he said that Certified Lover Boy is for sure coming out this summer. I'm trying to pick the weekend because everybody's trying to drop. Everybody's kind of being courteous with their drops this year. You know what I mean? For 2021. So I'm just trying to see when he's actually going to drop.
I think that's nice. Man.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to step on each other's toes, man. Let's get all the money out here.
I appreciate that.
Jake's probably going to drop right. I'm thinking mid-July. Anyway.
All right, so you want to get let's get to the text from last night as well. Text coming in yesterday. Getting rid of Shirley Raines made a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got the good one here.
Okay.
Johnny, you like small guys banging too? No clue what that we're talking about. Hey, Stats, I just heard, but RIP to the ultimate Arkansas Razorback fan, Frank Bonner. Love seeing his coffee cup on the show.
Herb Tarlek,
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I was 12. Go ahead.
When I was 12, my dad took to a 5-movie horror marathon at the Malcolm downtown. As the people waited out front for the doors to open, an ambulance pulled up and 2 orderlies slid a casket out of the back of the ambulance, opened it, and out stepped CVAD. It was way, way cool. My dad knew Bill Davis. He was a big wig at Malcolm.
What the hell are these people talking about? It just makes me want to go back and listen to a whole podcast at the timestamp and be like, bro, what in the world are y'all talking about?
CVAD, I do know this one. CVAD was an old, like, 60s or 70s, like, local horror movie guy on Channel 13 or WHBQ, whatever WHBQ was at the time. And CVAD is Davis backwards. And so,
I think I've heard this story before.
So he had a whole thing going and a whole horror thing, whatever. That was a deal back in the day.
Kind of like
classic.
Kind of like Magic
the
Land.
Robots.
You remember Magic Land?
Yeah. Dick Williams. I was on Magic Land.
Yeah, you told me. Peter, you had such a great life, man. Your parents involved you in a lot of stuff.
He would do this with his fingers, I used to. It took me a while to learn how to do this thing with the fingers.
Shout out to your mom and dad, man, for just getting you involved in a lot of stuff. You went to Channel 5 Wrestling too?
I did. I also
were you part of Joe Cool's Kids Club?
No, but I'm friends with Joe Cool now. So you know.
What is he? Is he still cool? Does he still have that?
Yeah,
slender build?
absolutely. It looks as cool as ever.
Shout out to him, man. That could have gone terribly wrong.
I taught kids how to read when I was a kid at over at Porter Leith. I helped kids over there.
Mm-hmm.
I helped beautify Dixie Homes.
You were part of the bridge builders?
I was. I gave a speech as an 8-year-old in front of Dixie Homes.
For real?
Yeah, housing project, because it was a Keep City Beautiful thing. And I'm sure everybody's like, what the hell is this little white kid doing?
How did you get over? Where are your parents, kid?
Well, my mom was that was what she did. My mom was the director of community services, so she dealt with all the housing projects, all the public housing, all that stuff in Shelby County. So that was her thing. So she would take me to all different projects because that was, you know. And there's a lady named Miss Barnes who was she was kind of the, I guess I don't know what you'd call it, the citizen leader of the, like she was kind of she kind of ran the little the center there that would, so everyone would go to the like civic or the convention area or whatever. There's a little convocation community center thing, and she'd always make like all this awesome food. So we'd sit down and we'd eat. She always fed us good, and it was a good eye-opening experience to see every part of Memphis. You know, I don't think a lot of kids from my neck of the woods got a chance to see and meet and everybody. You know, get to know all different folks.
So Pete, you're kind of like the daughter from what's the movie? I
don't know what you're talking about.
The high school football movie where the coach had the daughter. It was the white coach and the black coach. Denzel Washington was the black coach.
Oh, yeah. I see. Y'all gonna get mad at me. I don't watch too many sports movies. To be honest.
What in the world?
I
missed a lot of them. Is it Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans. That's
yeah.
It, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know because I hadn't seen it, but it sounds right.
You've never seen Remember the Titans?
Nope.
Well, you just said that, so ain't no need asking you twice. Oh yeah, actually I have. My bad. I hate when people do
I absolutely. I was just
don't
kidding.
Don't it make you want to punch people? Don't like you say something. You never. Man, didn't I just say I had?
Are you sure? You never. Yeah. I'm
like, how do you answer that? Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I have seen it.
Yeah, I was just kidding before. I've seen it a million. It's my favorite movie. I've actually seen it 1,000 times. Gotcha. Ha ha ha. That's how I like to talk to people.
We got you.
We gotcha. That's how I just like to mess with people for no good reason about stuff that doesn't matter. That's what I do. That's my thing. All right, so when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about Bucks and Nets. We're going to go and delve into a little bit because it's a very intriguing series. We're also going to talk about what's happening in the rest of the division and just kind of give you a divisional update because things are getting real.
Yeah,
Dallas. It's getting interesting. We're going to talk about all that stuff when we continue here. Live and local. Got Adam Kramer coming up at 8 o'clock. Kari Thompson at 9. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better. They've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Memphis, it's official. Crab Kings is where it's at. The best seafood with 7 flavors to choose from. Try the shrimp and chicken pasta. Now available is the salmon and fried lobster pasta, snow crabs, king crab, dungeons, and more. Don't forget about the calamari, shrimp, and lobster. The portion, the price, the taste. Only at Crab King. Visit us at CrabKingTN.com. Crab King Seafood and Pasta. East Memphis location now open till midnight for carry out. Memphis favorites.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with these hot items for dads and grads. Featuring the Titleist TSI family of drivers. Faster in the air, longer off the tee, and straighter down the fairway. And don't miss these hot gifts from Bushnell, like the Tour V5 or the Tour V5 Shift with Pin Seeker technology. Or the Wingman with Bluetooth and audible GPS for distance. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. And shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
Hey Mid-South, we're ready to wow you at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike with the Enjoy Your Summer in Style sales event. And there's no better road trip than in a new ride. Get 40 mpg highway with 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage G4, $14,735 or $189 a month. Need a little extra room? 7-passenger 2020 Outlander with Tri-Zone climate control, $349 a month. Plus 2022 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $25,975 or $299 a month. All powered by a stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 500 military rebate, G4 stock number MHF 06284, MSRP 17735, Outlander NZO 11927, MSRP 30540, Cross NZ 004494, MSRP 27725, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 6/30/21. Dealer stock only.
Sports 56 traffic.
Right now, we are working a heavy delay on I-240 East between Airways and Lamar Avenue. The center and right lanes are blocked. That's I-240 East between Airways and Lamar Avenue. Center and left lanes are blocked. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
So you can fool a few. I know the truth, not so do you. How? You get high. I've been there. Can't hide love.
Hey,
come on now.
Peter.
Well, I bet
Yep.
We were just talking about protecting your body and stuff you eat or whatever, right?
That's right.
So I went by, hate to endorse people, or anyway, I went by a very overrated breakfast spot where people line up around the building in the morning. Drive through, closed on Sunday. And I got a grilled chicken something. And the grilled chicken had like grilled charcoal blackness. Like I could taste briquettes in my mouth when I was biting into it.
Is that a thing?
Curses!
Oh,
And they call you the Lord's chicken. Thank God to give me some briquettes, crumbles. Think the Lord will give me that? You think Jesus died to put some charcoal crumbles in my chicken, man?
I don't believe so. I don't think that's correct. I'm not a religious scholar or anything like that, but I don't think that's correct.
No, I don't think he would have went out like that.
I don't think the Lord was into the charcoal. Like
I was in a line wrapped around the building, down Mount Moriah, down Poplar, to get charcoal whatever sprinkles in my food. Oh, that was nasty.
Ooh, it was nasty. All right.
But yeah.
Nasty. I like saying it like that. Nasty. All right.
I don't know why, but
Put
that's
a little
fine.
ladies man on it.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that? Yeah. What happened to that dude?
You want a fish sandwich.
That's nasty.
What happened to him? Like, he didn't do
Tim
nothing.
Meadows?
I don't think.
Tim Meadows, nah, he's doing all kinds of little. He's one of the funniest dudes out there.
Let me see.
He's got you'll see him pop up all over the place. He's fantastic. Love Tim Meadows. All right, so let's get into it. Last night, Bucks Nets. Bucks even up the series. It's all tied up at 3. We've got a Game 7 coming this weekend, and it's going to be a big one Saturday night in Brooklyn, 104-89, thanks to Chris Middleton stepping up, 38 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals for Middleton. Giannis, 30 and 17. That's pretty good. And Drew Holiday with 21 points on 8 of 21 shooting. 21 points on 21 shots is not necessarily ideal, but he did play excellent defense, as did the rest of the Bucks. They seem to figure it out. And I think you saw some of the I don't know, man. You saw some of the downsides of the Nets approach, where you just don't have. I mean, when you get these kinds of stars and you got these kinds of contracts and you bring these dudes in, man, you just don't have a lot of. You can't afford a real deep squad, and that's where they are. They don't have a lot of dudes out there they feel like they can trust in these kinds of situations.
Yeah, and we saw James Harden kind of look more like James Harden yesterday. He was less of a decoy and was actually a player. I want to say he didn't score much in the second half. I think he only scored 2 points in the second half. This is a weird series. This is a series that we all were excited about going into the series. It's had some interesting turns that didn't look like, but it's going to be a super exciting game Saturday. But we expected maybe a 7-game series, but not for the series to play out the way it has with Kyrie going down, the ghost of James Harden being out there, and KD having a monster game like he had the other night. And Chris Middleton being the man that would lead them, to a deciding Game 7. But it's still been a very fun series. I was thinking about this last night, headed home, that this is the first playoff that was it 8 teams left? Yeah, with 8 teams left in the playoffs, I've never felt like any of those 8, including Atlanta, could actually win the championship.
There's only 7 left now, though.
But you get what I'm trying to say. The round of 8.
Yeah.
I feel like all 7 teams remaining could win.
You could make
including
a case.
Atlanta. I can make a case for Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never in my life
the injuries
felt that way
have opened this thing up completely. Yeah, I mean it's totally opened up as far as that goes. I mean you can make a case for any of them, and it would be a pretty legitimate case. I mean some cases are stronger than others, but they're all there. From Sixers, Hawks, Nets, Bucks, Suns, Utah, Clippers, all of them.
Yep.
They're all it's all there for them.
It's wild, man. I've never in my life watching the NBA with 7 with more, and I've never felt that way with more than 3 or 4 teams left. Like any of these teams can win the championship. You know what I mean?
Normally you feel like it's basically the Warriors or
it's like you're just going through the motions.
Cavs or the Cavs are going to win the East for sure, or the Heat if it and then that's what's going to happen, no problem. And then whoever plays them is probably going to be the Warriors, and that's we're just going to keep having this thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like college football where you just like it's going to be Alabama, it's going to be Clemson, it's going to be Ohio State, and all that stuff. And it's nice to kind of have a wide open situation where it's going to be something new, it's going to be someone new. Relatively new, and the stories are not pre-written. It's encouraging. And I saw LeBron's tweet about the injuries and how he said, "Look, hey, we tried to tell him, and it's going to be injuries and all that stuff. We just wanted something normal, and look what's happening now, and it's a shame. And I'm sorry to all the fans for not seeing your favorites and all that stuff." Which all sounds good. And, I mean, he's technically not wrong about any of that stuff. The only problem, the only reason that rings hollow is that amongst the players that are still playing – amongst the players that are still playing, Chris Paul is the head of the Players Association. And you have all the players ratified the new schedule. The new schedule was not thrust upon them by the owners. There was a meeting, and the Players Association elected to support this situation because they also like money. Everyone likes money, and this is the way to recoup as much money as you possibly can. That was the thinking behind all this stuff. Okay, so fair enough. So it kind of rings hollow, man. When you see that stuff, it sounds like the owners are out there. Oh, sorry, the governors. The governors are out there, forcing these guys to play. And that's just not what happened. That's just not what happened. So it sucks, but they ratified the plan too, just like the bubble.
LeBron was all down for the bubble last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they were coming in squatted, you know what I mean? So LeBron's got to sit down.
I mean, that's the whole thing, man. I understand what he's saying. I get it. I get what's going on. I get the whole, and he's right. but it's not like the players have been victimized by a evil ownership group who like made them do all this. No, the players understandably looked at it and said, "Look, we like money. Y'all like money. Let's try to get as much money as we can from a bad situation. Let's try to make some of this stuff back, and whatever happens, happens." And
because you remember the thing was they were like, okay, there's no way they're going to start the season in December after just wrapping up in October or something, whatever it was. Yeah. And then the players got in, they voted, let's go. I mean, so like you said, because that was what was advantageous for all parties involved. And it's very unfortunate the way things are, but they all decided to try to make the best of this in the middle of a pandemic, and they've gotten through it. This is the last year they'll have to deal with this. Everything regulates and goes back to a normal schedule next season. But this is, in every war there are casualties. Just like you talk about the whole thing with the vaccines and all those type of things. There are some people who've had difficulties because of the vaccine. Like COVID came in. COVID was a enemy, you know what I mean? And people died because of it. People having and the cure or the vaccine for it has had some failures. It's had some setbacks. And the sports have had this thing is major, man. And this is all just part of it. And we're seeing guys who bodies may have been pushed past the edge. And it's all just part of the war against COVID that we've had to deal with for, about a year and a half now. So it's kind of part of it, man. Like it is what it is. And we just got to get through it. And I understand what LeBron is saying, but it's like you said, it's kind of shallow because he was a huge voice in going forward on all this stuff. So
no question. I mean, that's so I can't get too bent out of shape about it. As far as the game itself goes, I mean, Kevin Durant had another excellent statistical game. He wasn't as good as he was the night before. Or the game before. No one could have been. A lot of turnovers. A sloppier game from the Nets, and again, the Nets just looked like a team that had spent a lot of energy in Game 5, which we talked about. So that's definitely a possibility. So now it comes down to Game 7. Does it change your philosophy? This series has totally gone in directions that I never would have imagined.
Oh, it's been a while.
The Bucks can tell themselves, really, we should have won. We should be done with the series. We should have won Game 5. We easily won Game 6. There can be a confidence level that you wouldn't have thought of when you saw them collapse and throw the thing away in Game 5. But the Nets, you've got Harden back. He looked a little bit better to me in Game 6 than he did in Game 5. Still nowhere near his best. You got KD. You've got the best at least player on the floor. I said Nets in 7 to start the thing off. I guess I'm still going to go there, but it is wide open. I really don't. I don't have a good feel for how Game 7 is going to go.
All right, true or false? The winner of Game 7 wins the NBA championship.
Man.
It depends. I think it depends on Chris Paul.
Yeah. That's the thing. It depends on Chris Paul. It depends on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Kyrie is going to be able to come back at any point in time.
I can't see how Kyrie comes back at all. Just being real.
I can't either. That's a nasty, nasty sprain. Those things they typically take a
weeks
month plus to heal from, and he didn't have that kind of time. I'm going to say false, but man, only because I don't trust the health of the Nets and I don't trust the coaching of the Bucks.
So you think that? So who you got winning it all then? Utah?
Probably the Western Conference winner.
How crazy would it be if playoff P leads a team to a championship?
I mean, the way he looked.
What if that happened?
The way he looked Wednesday.
Are we acting like we didn't see Paul George drag an even worse team to like the Eastern Conference Finals, like go toe to toe with LeBron? Did we not?
Well, no, that Indiana team was better than.
Was it really
the Sporting? I mean, you had
Lance Stevenson and what's the big man?
Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert and Lance Stevenson.
Did anybody fall off the map faster than Roy Hibbert?
Man, Roy Hibbert retired at 28. For real.
I mean, he was a like defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about a dude that was like a defensive monster.
Yep. The NBA just changed. The NBA just changed overnight, and he was like, all right, what do I do?
He just fell off the planet. Like, I mean,
is this Clippers team really worse than those Pacers teams? Though?
I mean, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, George Hill, who was pretty good.
Nice little catch and shoot.
Let's see. He was better then.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like he was 26 the year they took LeBron to 7. Roy Hibbert was like a monster, man. I mean, he was so good. It was weird. David West was really good. David West on that team.
That version was. Yeah. He was good.
Yeah, he was. That was before he was. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, he was really good. Then they had Lance Stevenson, who you talked about. DJ Augustine, who was the solid bench point guard kind of guy, like the Tyus Jones of the group. Mm-hmm. Tyler Hansbrough's okay. Gerald Green, okay. That's Sam Young on that team. How about that?
You said Gerald Green was on that team?
Yeah, Gerald Green was on that team as well.
My Grizzlies Facebook senses just tingled when you said Gerald Green. Man, we need Gerald Green, man. There are people who want Gerald Green right now.
Still.
Oh, for sure. Right now. Man,
I guarantee you Gerald Green is 36, right? How old is he?
Let's see.
Because he's as old as like Hakeem Warwick and them.
Yeah, Gerald Green would be, he'd be 36, 35, 36.
People still want that dude right now. Gerald Green, man.
Gerald Green.
He'll lock him.
Man, it's the shooter, man.
I
think Reggie Jackson is pretty good this year. Patrick Beverly.
The Morris twin, whatever twin they got.
Ibaka, Marcus Morris, Batum.
Craig David. Batum. Craig David.
Zubac. Yeah, I mean.
They probably tip for tap, man.
Terrence Mann. I think it's very similar. Yeah, I think it's very similar. I think maybe Paul George, that's why he's doing so well, because he feels comfortable. It's very similar to that group.
That's what we talked about the other day. He's an alpha. He even said himself, like, hey, I had to turn into, patience.
Yeah, but he's an alpha only to at a certain point.
Would you trade for Paul George right now? With the Grizzlies. Would you trade the package for Paul George?
Sure.
Hell yeah, I trade the package for Paul George. You lost him out.
But I'm just saying he's one of those guys that needs a certain. His supporting cast can't be too good.
Yeah. No, he can't be playing with a dude who's better than him. Like he can't have Kawhi on his team.
Or even as good, or even like close to as good.
Yeah.
Like he needs guys that are significantly worse than him.
That is strange.
For real, that's a strange phenomenon.
That is strange.
Because he played with Russell Westbrook and he played with Kawhi, and he doesn't look the same.
Yeah,
but you put him out there where he's the man, and he's going to look like
the only dude that
where he's like the undisputed man.
Yeah, he's going to look like Scottie Pippen or somebody else. But not Scottie Pippen because he can't be a number 2.
Some guys are wired differently, man.
Yeah.
So you just have to understand that that's people have their own ways of doing stuff, and it's that's what it is.
Texter asks, Josh Crawford on YouTube says, all this being said, with these playoffs and the season at large be considered a failure with all these injuries? Why? What are you talking about? Like, am I not watching Giannis, KD, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell? Some of the greatest stars in the NBA are still playing every night. No, I don't have to see LeBron.
I mean,
I don't understand. What does that mean? Like, these games have been good. Like, why? Season of failure? Why?
Yeah, I don't get the
like,
season
what are we
of
talking
failure
about, man?
aspect at all.
None of it is a failure. I mean, these are great games. We talk about we get tired of seeing the same teams.
These games have been great. We talked about how unique it is. The ratings are good.
Yeah.
There's no issue there. I mean, this is if this is as much an asterisk as the bubble was last year, and that's just it's there's unfortunately there's really nothing you can do. I mean, it's just if you want to play the games, you have to play them under these circumstances, and that's and you could delay. Now again, I was of the opinion that the NBA should have used this as a springboard to change the whole calendar and go from December to late July.
I would have been down for that
because I think that's a better calendar for them. They don't compete with the NFL as much. They don't they don't compete with college football as much. They don't compete with the NFL as much. they, everyone, there's a large subset of people who are not super duper hardcore NBA fans, but are still fans of the sport, who basically start tuning in around Christmas time. Like Christmas is there, they're like, oh, let me check in and see where the league is, and that's why I'm gonna jump in right here. So you get those people. It's a great way to like start off like Labor Day is for college football. It's a perfect, like, Christmas is perfect. It's perfect. Like I think again the NBA doesn't want to give up its summer of summer off. I can't think of any other reason why you wouldn't want to do it.
It would line up perfect, calendar. Like you said. If you had the calendar that started where the first games, Christmas Day is opening day, and you end late July, be great.
I think it's great for everybody, but that's where we are right about now. When we come back, we'll talk about some off the court stuff too, because things are getting crazy. We'll discuss that. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Sports 56 middays.
What's up? It's Sports 56 Happy Hour.
A new spot on the FM dial. Check out Sports 56 on our new FM home at 98.5.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
The summer of fun is here now at Mario's Pools. Hi, everybody. This is Dave Woloshin from Mario's Pools on Exeter Road. That beautiful pool, well, it just doesn't happen. So call Mario, and his team will be right there to guide you every step of the way if you want to do it yourself, or they'll do it for you. If you need a replacement pool liner, Mario has the best price against all the major competitors, and by the way, the best selection. Call Mario's Pools, easy, 552-3399. That's 552-3399, or just walk in, so easy, in Germantown on Exeter Road. The great thing about Mario is he always takes that extra step. He gets to know you and your pool. He'll do everything he can to make it perfect. Mario's has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. You can check out the reviews on Facebook. Don't be a slave to your pool. Call Mario Pools today, 552-3399.
I'm here with the great Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Restaurant Shipping Department.
Thanks, Brett. We've been shipping our ribs all over the country now for decades from our USDA-inspected shipping kitchen in the Pinch District. We hand-cook our ribs in pits that Mr. Charlie built over charcoal, just like they do at the restaurant.
So what comes in a rib box?
We could do pork shoulder, we could do ribs, our sauce, seasoning, baked beans, coleslaw. We'll even throw in Pancho's cheese dip with our nacho boxes. We also put a bag of Rendezvous seasoned popcorn, heating instructions, some chef hats, some wet naps, and some other helpful tips from our kitchen. We ship our ribs overnight, exclusively FedEx. And we put them in nice packaging. We don't ever want to use styrofoam, so we use corrugated cardboard, actually 2 boxes that fit nice together, so the ribs get to you, your loved ones, or your clients in a safe, wholesome manner. Rendezvous ribs are perfect for out-of-town clients, customers, loved ones. We also ship ribs for any occasion.
Where do we order these great ribs?
You can go to www.hogsfly.com or give us a call at 1-888-464-7359.
Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous Restaurant in the alley since 1948.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies, we will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Fiveash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Fiveash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing is what we do. We're here for you.
Hey, Jeff Allen. I hear it's time to trade up to a Kia at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. What you got for me?
We got it all for you, Randy, at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. 2021 Kia Forte, $129 a month. 2021 Kia Soul, $137 a month. Both at $39.79 due at signing. And built in America, 2021 Kia K5, $169 per month, only $29.99 due at signing, and all 36-month lease.
Plus, every Gossett Kia comes with the leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, or gosh, you could be from anywhere, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month lease, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, Forte ME 3716, MSRP 20,930, Soul M71 44,946, MSRP 20,515, K5 MGO 21,674, MSRP 26,170, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax title and license with approved credit, warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details, offer valid through 6/30/2021, dealer stock only.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Say uptown, say downtown. Well, I miss my bus. I know I'm late. I gotta do something I know I hate. I'm gonna walk to work.
It's a Funky Friday. You can tell. Yeah, you can like the
Pete, your bit rate is tripping over there too. I don't know if it's here or there, but
it's there.
Of course it is.
Because my internet's perfect over here.
Oh, I know.
I got phenomenal internet, and you guys have got lots of other stuff happening over there. So y'all's internet is more stuff going on over there. Zach, you wanna we maybe during this break we just
reset everything.
Maybe you could reboot that situation. See if that
Peter got the max headroom, got a max head and max headroom at the same time.
You gonna do anything? What do you think, Zach?
No, I think we're good now.
I'm not so sure that's true. I think during the break we need to. I don't think we need to count on just we're good now. Unless you were doing something specific.
Because he actually did nothing to change anything. He just
literally nothing changed whatsoever. So
there's like a number change while you're talking, and so it changed.
Yeah, but that number could change back. That number could change back.
The more the number increases, the better the signal is. So
correct, but that number could change back if you don't do anything. So I don't think saying we're good is the answer.
Yeah, we'll take care of that though.
At the break, Zach, let's just read it.
Okay.
And I'll
There was a Peter scolding Zach moment live. Sponsored by Sports 56.
No, Zach, scold. It's just a. I'm just slightly bemused by the idea that doing nothing somehow magically fixed it. That works.
Forgive me for bringing it up, Zach. No, actually, Zach, I need you to actually change that over the break.
For real, I can't tell. So if y'all are having issues, it all sounds the same to me. So you have to tell me because
all you hear is yourself. Yep.
I hear myself and I hear y'all, and it all sounds the same. It sounds fine to me. So let me know. Let me know what's going on. All right. So as I mentioned, we got Adam Kramer coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to talk later on too about the off the court stuff. But Rick Carlisle resigning as Mavs coach after 13 seasons. It's a very interesting situation. That's happening in Dallas. Dallas is they are in a mess right now as far as just the way things have worked. And it all seems to have been unearthed by a piece in The Athletic a couple days ago about the role of Bob Voulgaris, Harala Bob Voulgaris, former gambling wizard, analytics guy that's a big data dude, who seems to have, in the telling of it, depending on who you ask, sort of manipulated his way into Mark Cuban's heart and has destabilized the organization. A lot of people not really liking him, including Luka, it would appear. But he seems to have won this particular power struggle. Donnie Nelson, longtime president of basketball operations, long time, like 24 years long time, is out. He was essentially fired by Mark Cuban. And then after all this has gone on, like after the season, Mark Cuban was asked about, would there be a coaching change? He said, no, I don't anticipate a coaching change. I want to stick with what we got. He said, unless something comes along that's a whole lot better, my philosophy is to stay with what we've got. So the idea was not that Rick Carlisle was going to be gone, and yet he says in a release to ESPN, he says, after a number of in-person conversations with Mark Cuban over the last week, today I informed him I will not be returning as head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. This was solely my decision. My family and I have had an amazing 13-year experience working with great people in a great city. He mentioned how it had been an honor to work alongside several members of the Mavs organization, specifically naming Mark Cuban, Donnie Nelson, Michael Finley, Cynthia Marshall, CEO, Keith Grant, assistant general manager, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd. He did not mention Luka.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Drama. Anthony Sane. Are you here for it?
Yes, I'm here for all of it. Self-destruction. You guys know how I feel about the Mavs organization. I don't really talk crap about them as far as the rivalry is concerned, but I can't stand those dudes. We got to give this more than this, man. We're picking this back up later in the show, right?
Oh yeah, I told you we're going to talk more.
Oh, okay. I'm just mad that Carlisle.
I'm just setting the table. The tone.
We'll leave that where it is, but I'll just say this: like, why Rick Carlisle couldn't type this out on something else other than the Notes app on the iPhone? Like, why is everybody doing it? Like, we can't do anything more formal than Notepad.
Man, look, what do you want, Michael Jordan to fax in a thing that says I'm back?
Something better than that, man.
Is that what you want? Because that's all he did.
Come on, man.
Oh, man, it's wild. So again,
I mean, this didn't just happen, man. Like the whole thing, like the Ainge stepping down, Brad Stevens moving up. They knew Carlisle was leaving. Like, come on, man. That didn't just happen.
I was thinking more about Milwaukee, to be honest with you.
Nah. It's going back to Beantown.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but I wouldn't forget about Milwaukee and all this either.
I wouldn't either. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the same. Like
we'll get into all of that coming up here in just a little bit. When we come back, Adam Kramer joins us. We'll talk with Kramer about college football. We'll talk a little NBA with Kramer. We'll talk a little Golden Tee, too, because there's a little news on that front from his perspective as well. I know a lot of you guys love to play it, so got a little interesting news coming your way as far as that goes. So we'll do all of that when we come back at hour number 2, live and local from the Family Leisure Studios, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better. They've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solution.
I'm Brian Elder. The great Kimmons Wilson of Holiday Inn had a slogan: the best surprise is no surprise. And that's so true. When I sit at your kitchen table, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to do to your roof. From the underlayment to the hip shingles and ventilation, the flashing, the wood repairs, the cleanup, the crew safety, the warranty. It's amazing how many customers sign contracts being told none of that stuff. But the best surprise is no surprise. Insurance claims. Talk to your friends. More and more claims are being rejected, and only experienced claims specialists are getting those terrible decisions overturned. So if you don't hire me, please hire someone to manage the process with the experience to see it through. The best surprise is no surprise. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. How old is your water heater? With most of the water heaters in the Mid-South located in the attic, the worst day you can replace your water heater is one day too late. It may be time for a tankless water heater from Conway Services that never runs out of hot water. Plus, these energy-saving models only heat the water you use, saving you money on your gas bill every month. Most 10-year-old water heaters were about 65% efficient when they were new, compared to a tankless water heater from Conway Services that's up to 98% efficient. Plus, right now, get your tankless water heater from Conway Services for as low as $79 per month. Or I'll give you $250 for that old tank water heater. And no more worrying about that tank bursting in your attic either. And you know, with over 8,000 5-star reviews, you know Google guaranteed Conway Services will be providing great customer service every time. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company at 384-3511. And the first 30 callers with a 10-year-old water heater will come out and inspect it absolutely free.
384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Action247.com is your Tennessee sportsbook for same-day pay. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Win a little or win a lot. Action247 has same-day pay. The other guys make you wait for your winnings. No more waiting with Action247 same-day pay. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join us every Saturday morning on Sports 56 WHBQ from 8 to 10 a.m. and 96.1 FM and the new FM 98.5. We'll be covering the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, college football, college basketball, college baseball. We'll look into recruiting. We'll have guests from around the country with the latest news, the most knowledgeable people out there, the coaches, the players, the people who play the games. Don't forget to join us on the sidelines. Sports 56, 96.1, and the new FM 98.5.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Right now we're working accident on East Parkway at Jefferson Avenue. That's East Parkway at Jefferson Avenue. Also still dealing with the block delays here on I-240 East between Airways and Lamar. The center and right lanes are blocked. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Oh, yeah.
I've had a few, but not that many.
Hey, we start off today clowning texts that come from other shows.
Yeah.
This one that just came in might be an all-timer. What in the world, man? What in the world, bro? Is this Mike Brewer he's texting? What is it?
I don't believe. I hope not. He's got the wrong number.
Oh God!
Oh man, that's a good one right there.
Can we read it? Can I read it?
Don't read it because I just don't know. I don't know.
Oh man,
leave it alone. But yes, you're right. To answer the question, no, I don't think so.
Oh man, that's so
thanks,
funny.
Thanks for the text, Michael. We appreciate that.
Is that real? Or is this somebody clowning, or is this like a bot
no,
thing? It's a bot, right?
I'm sure it's something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not it's not somebody clowning because there's no point in. I mean, why would you even? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Welcome back. It is hour number 2 here, presented as always live and local in the Family Leisure Studios. My name is Peter Edmiston, alongside Anthony Sane, Zach Boyd, doing his thing on the other side of the glass. Hopefully, we got everything squared away for what should be a pretty warm Friday again. Warm, but otherwise nice. This is summer. Welcome to summer. That's how it's going to be for a while. So we just gotta suck it up and deal with it. And we just have to pray that it's not super humid. And it's gonna be quite humid, but maybe not super humid. And that's really the best that we can hope for in these kinds of situations. We'll talk about the chaos in the Southwest Division coming up in just a little bit, among many other things. But of course, joining us now is our good friend from the college football world, from the gambling world as a whole, from golf today, a little NBA, all kinds of stuff that we got on the table for our good friend Adam Kramer, who joins us now. Good morning, Adam Kramer. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning, guys.
What's going on, Adam?
First of all, before we get into this, that, and the other thing, I have to tell you, and I have to let everybody know out there that please address Adam Kramer by his appropriate title, which is now President. President Kramer, President of Incredible Technologies, the Amusements Division. Now you're talking to a president, Anthony.
I was not aware of
in addition to everything else, he is now I have to congratulate you, my good friend, on your promotion and your now lordship over all of Incredible Technologies. I hope that you will use your power benevolently and not be a dictator.
Be a righteous king, governor.
That's right. Be a righteous president. Yes, that's right.
No Mad King here. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? We talk about Golden Tee on this show quite a bit. I got my start in all this just because I really like playing the game. I like going to the bar. I like having beers. I like playing the game. I went to some tournaments, and I just kind of got into it. So, look, the other thing, not to get all soapboxy, but, my degree is in kinesiology, right? Exercise science. And what I do now is make video games and talk and write about college football and gambling. So, I'm not that I'm here to give advice because, please, goodness, my gambling advice is bad enough, but seriously, you find something you love to do and just do it. You guys know that. But it is like I'm a big toddler when I actually talk about my job description, and I love it, man. It's really fun. So thank you. It is quite an honor. I'm excited to get marching here.
Well, so now what does that mean? What are you going to do? You're over the amusement side. I know that you guys had some the gaming side is the stuff that's in casinos and all that stuff. So does that mean you're overseeing Golden Tee as a whole? Is that the situation?
Yeah. So it's arcade games, and then the other big one, of course, is the mobile division too, right? We've got Golden Tee Mobile, but we've got a nice cool lineup of things coming out. We're trying to streamline that a little bit. So pretty much every non-casino game, and goodness, I love those too. But every non-casino game, whether it's for a bar or a home or your cell phone, be involved with. So we got a lot of stuff. I think the one thing, obviously, Golden Tee is the most recognizable brand, understandably so, after 35 years. But there's some really cool things in the works. We've talked about it. The supply chain stinks right now, which is, of course, kind of slogging us and everybody else, I think, really, quite honestly. The things open up, man. Things are going to get weird and fun. There's a ton of things coming up. We've put together kind of a cool blueprint of how we want to release games and different versions of games. And going to different countries, which we want to get back and doing. Once things open up from a supply chain standpoint, I think we're really going to be off and running.
Well, we've got a little breaking news here this morning. Just breaking from Woj, an actual Woj bomb. Double checked. It's not a fake one. It's a real one. The Celtics are trading Kemba Walker, the 16th pick in this year's draft, and a 2025 second-round pick to Oklahoma City for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second-round pick. So the reign of Brad Stevens is underway with a bang, as he has said, I'm done with this Kemba Walker nonsense. I'm out. We're going to make this thing happen. I'm not Danny Ainge. I can get a trade done. You don't have to check my cell phone bill. I promise you. I'm going to go ahead and get this. This has been the wildest week of NBA news ever.
Oh my goodness.
Today just continues. Today just continues with it. Why not? Let's go ahead and hit it. Let's get it going. Absolutely insane. Normally you don't see trades happen until after the season is over. There's kind of a moratorium on that kind of stuff usually, but Brad Stevens is like, screw it, y'all. Here we go. Kemba Walker to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Once again, maybe they can reclaim his career the way that Chris Paul was able to. A lot of people hated that Chris Paul contract when he went to Oklahoma City, and now look at what he's doing. Maybe Oklahoma City does that for him too. Big changes for the Celtics. So Kramer, I didn't mean to hijack the situation, but that's wild.
The NBA news this week, and you're right. Two things come to mind. This is a big deal. My favorite bout of news, by the way, is Mark Cuban basically coming out and saying, this reported story is BS, and then everybody's fired or leaves.
Everybody's gone. That's right.
So it's this has really, for me, as someone who enjoys the NBA but isn't necessarily head over heels for it like college, I still love it. This is the NBA's got this type of stuff. This is the market, right? I feel like as we've seen a resurgence, this is what drives the NBA, is the sheer insanity of moves. And that now you look at maybe an unhappy Luka, an unhappy Zion, Brad Stevens. Who knows if he knows what he's doing? This is a pretty interesting move, to say the least. It seems like you're just trying to get rid of a guy. I think there's more of this. Honestly, to your point, the timeline, we're a little bit early. So it wouldn't shock me if you get more of this. You had Chris Paul, going to the protocols, unfortunately, which was a huge bummer to read. NBA, man, is the off-the-court champions for sure.
This is it's kind of crazy, man. So that on top of what we're seeing, do you think as somebody who enjoys, you bet on the NBA, you enjoy watching it. It's not necessarily your number one spot, but you're certainly there watching and you follow it. Do you like the fact that it is so wide open this playoffs? Do you like the fact that we are sitting where, as we talked about in the last segment or two, you could make a case for any of the 7 teams remaining in the playoffs. You could make a case that they could win the NBA championship, even the Hawks. You could make a case that they could win, and it's not far-fetched. When was the last time we were in a situation like that where you could really say that?
Yes, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a little less that we're here largely because of injuries, right? And I know LeBron has talked about that, and of course LeBron's going to talk about that, right? I mean, he's going to kind of do the old victory lap for his thoughts. It does feel like when you look at the soft tissue injuries and everything going on, that obviously this year has been a challenge. So I love parity. I love it and everything. and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Like, I don't really care about ratings. I'm intrigued by ratings. I'm intrigued by how humans will react to this. But it's been riveting. But you've got 2 games tonight that are, a 3-point spread with the Hawks, 1.5, I think, Jazz Clippers, very close, right? Very close line. A lot of that is because of injuries, and a lot of that is because, but it's made for great entertainment. The Milwaukee-Brooklyn series has been absolutely insane. Only downfall is we're getting it because our great stars, and this is the Star League, are down for the count, or like Joel Embiid, just not themselves at this moment in time.
Adam, do you feel at all that these playoffs are watered down, or there's an asterisk just because the star players are out? Plus, you've had You got, when I say star players, I mean guys like LeBron, Steph. They weren't in the playoffs at all, pretty much. Then you've had guys individual injuries throughout the playoffs. Do you think that waters down what the final result would be at all?
No, it still is what it is, right? We're coming off a year. Let's go back to the bubble, right? Like, that felt at first it felt watered down to me, and by the end it was like, wow, this is its own sector of championship. How unique it is! Like that must have been really challenging to win. Like by the end of it, I was embracing the Lakers. So I think you got to roll. Like it is what it is. Look, I'm a Mets fan, right? Sadly, like the entire team has been injured this year, right? Like, but it is sort of what it is. The stars are out. You take full advantage of it. Look at a team like Atlanta, who's really just kind of riding this wave and unbelievably in a position to advance yet again. Does it add it's a footnote in this conversation, right? When we talk about this season, this postseason, we will remember it for a lot of things, certainly the injuries. But in my opinion, like, take full advantage or find a way to do it. We've seen the Clippers, be game without Kawhi. You've seen a lot of teams step up. So, no, I don't think so. I think you have to mention it, but if you're a team taking advantage of it, good on you.
Well, and it's a weird situation as we've talked about it now, because we things are kind of out there now in a lot of these sports, and I think the NBA. See, Adam, we were the whole injury situation. We talked about how, like, honestly, like the players and the league, the owners, players, everyone agreed on this new schedule. So it wasn't as if the players. Correct. And LeBron's statement yesterday sort of made it seem as though the players were coerced into doing this, or like were pushed to do this. But I mean, everyone agreed. This was ratified by the Players Association in addition to the ownership group. So I get it. The injuries are terrible. Nobody likes to see what we've seen, but it's not out of the possibility. Everyone knew that this was the price you might have to pay to get this money back. But going forward, don't you think that this would have been a great opportunity? I'm a little surprised and a little irritated that the NBA didn't take the chance to reclaim the schedule. This year's schedule started in Christmas, or right around Christmas time, and is going to end probably end of July kind of thing, middle July, end of July kind of thing, into the draft. And so the draft in Summer League takes you into mid-August, then the NBA is going to be off. They're going to have a short off season, and they're going to go back to their normal calendar after that. But would this have been a great opportunity kind of to reshape the NBA calendar and have it start at Christmas time every year and have it end around mid-July every year? And then you to me, you maximize. You don't take on college football. You don't take on as much of the NFL. A lot of people just start watching the NBA at Christmas anyway.
Yep.
Why not lean into that?
I completely agree. The NBA owns Christmas Day, right? Like they've done it's part of my routine is do things, kids go nuts. There's stuff everywhere. I get crabby around 11 and then you go NBA game on to gamble on, which is wonderful. So I thought that was going to be the plan. It still feels like it should be the plan. You've had a couple of disjointed off seasons. You clearly have, whether we can blame all of these injuries on shortened periods or not, the outcome is the outcome, right? You're not competing with football. That's the biggest thing here, is stay the heck out of the way of football. Stay the heck out of the way of the NFL, college football. You don't want to be doing that. You can still do this. And yeah, but you're always going to coexist with baseball. You'll coexist, at the end of the season with, various playoff games, whatever. That's what you've always done. I'm with you, man. I think they have a unique opportunity where they can move the calendar and kind of lean into where people start to care about this because football is subsiding. I think, if anything, you're avoiding even more of that by pushing it back if you do. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, but I would support that 100%.
Adam, I'm still trying to make sense of this whole I know that you're actually on the air, so you can't look into it either. But just looking at, I'm talking about the Boston trade, the trade for Al Horford and Kemba Walker. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all because Woj just put out another tweet saying that Boston's saving about $10 million a year in cap, because I was thinking, well, maybe Horford's contract's about to expire or something. He's got like 2 more years left on this deal for $27 million. So I don't really get.
But it's the same thing as like the Justice Winslow contract. Like it's like a $13 million, $14 million trade chip next year. It's a very like they have that as a possibility. Plus, Brad Stevens loves Al Horford. So
man, to trade away a 16 pick in this year's draft for that.
But you get off Kemba Walker had $73 million owed to him. That's why you're trading.
I don't see what you're talking about Horford's contract, but I just see 27 and 26 left for the next 2 years.
It's partially guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Kemba contract is the thing here. What was the NFL trade that we had a couple years ago where they basically you were trading for a salary and in turn gave up a huge draft pick? I can't remember it, right? But this is a salary dump.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what that trade is. It's driving me crazy. But in any event, $73 million. I've got to think about this though, and somebody probably has this on Twitter. What is the draft pick situation now for OKC? They've got legitimately like 15 draft picks over the next 15 first. I mean, I would love to know.
They have far too many draft picks. They have 3 this year. They have I think it's up to 18 now in the next 4 or 5 years. I mean, it's
so it's like are you just hoping you hit one of those as like a Jokic or a Bam Adebayo or like what's like that draft picks in the NBA, particularly non-lottery ones are sure they can be very valuable, but you guys know it's a little bit different. So the strategy there, again, it is a hilarious amount of draft picks that they're doing, and I will say this, we get back to the Celtics. Brad Stevens just worked with this team, right, and has worked with this guy closely. Like, he must not want to do that anymore, even though he's not coaching him anymore. Like, it's very interesting to see a move this radical where you're exchanging picks, dumping salary. It's an unorthodox NBA trade. A guy that has the greatest intel on the planet has said no thank you to Kemba Walker, which I found curious, too. And, again, Brad Stevens kind of new to this whole thing. Like, it'll be very interesting to see. We were waiting for Danny Ainge, to do something. Like, that was, the most cautious. That was, his MO, right? Like, would sit on draft picks and just wait and wait and wait. So, it's kind of funny that, I don't know, it's off to an interesting start.
There's a lot of interesting dynamics at play in all this. Number one, the Oklahoma City Thunder continue to finesse this thing like nobody's business. Like, they are incredible. They got draft picks to take Al Horford back in December from Philly in his contract, a big old bloated contract. They got a 2025 first-round draft pick from the Sixers, along with the 34th pick, and that ended up being Teo Maledon, who's been pretty good for them. The 52nd pick in that draft, who's a kid they stashed overseas. And they got a 2025 first-round pick. Now they get rid of him, and they get a 2021 first-round pick for Al Horford on the other side of it, giving him back and taking on Kemba Walker's situation. You mentioned Al Horford's contract. Yeah, he's got 2 years and $53 million technically owed to him, but only $14.5 million is guaranteed in his final years. So that becomes that's a partial guarantee, so they can get rid of him or trade him at that point. Using that in a different way. So they are saving a little bit of money there, but also opening up some flexibility in that same way. The second thing is for Kemba Walker, imagine what a blow to the ego it is that your coach gets elevated to GM, and the very first thing he does is to salary dump you. You are salary dumped. Like, you are out of it. Like, that's it. What that is a real blow to the old solar plexus right there. Just, ooh, I got you good right there. And then
showing me how you really felt about him all year.
That's exactly right. And of course, when Boston played Oklahoma City back in March this year, Moses Brown had his only career 2020 game against the Celtics. 21 points, 23 rebounds in a 17-point loss to the Celtics. Very reminiscent of the Grizzlies used to have a real fondness for trading for guys who had great games against them. And you can look at some of Moses Brown's other games, not nearly as good. But against the Celtics, he was dominant, and that may have been enough for Brad Stevens to say, hey, you know what? I like this guy.
So I pulled this tweet up. It was from March, okay? End of March. So we have to recalibrate. But Oklahoma City, Bobby Marks on Twitter, Oklahoma City now has projected 34 draft picks over the next 7 years. 17 first and 17 second, of course, add to that list. Hilarious.
I don't get excited about that like other people do. You can't draft all those guys. Like you're going to be giving away those picks right back to teams. Like,
your roster, it's just there's so much turn.
Yeah,
like,
you can't draft all those dudes. And they're gonna. You can't. You say, well, you'll trade them off, like combine them and trade them. A lot of those picks are like picks where, okay, what am I going to do with the 28th and 25th pick? You know what I mean? So they're going to be giving those away a dime for a dollar. Watch.
Yeah, it's just funny. I mean, the picks that will likely be most valuable and all that is their own because they're probably they're gonna stink. So the teams that they're trading with, and who knows? I was reading about this recently. Like a lot changes in a couple of years in the NBA, where some of those long-term picks could turn out to be decent. You know, if you have injuries, you have players leave, there's a lot of volatility there. But odd strategy, man. I don't think we've seen something like this in the NBA. You know, nothing comes to mind like this where you're stuck. It's almost like an NFL team, right? Like you're the Miami Dolphins here, except the value isn't nearly as high. The strategy is a much different take on all this.
Well, this is a lot. There's a lot to take in. We're going to talk about it more over the next little bit. Adam Kramer, we appreciate it as always, and thanks for being flexible because we had a little fun stuff break on the air. Shout out to you guys for continuing to do your thing over at Golden Tee, and what is it? The Pine Hill refurb is terrific. Enjoying that. I remember playing that back in the very very old school Golden Tee. It's kind of wild to see it updated in the HD. It looks great, but it's tough. That's tough. That's a tough, narrow little course, man. I don't know. That's my. I got to work on my game if I'm going to score there.
It's the older course has definitely, I think, pushed the golf games a little bit differently, right? A lot of narrower holes. So it's out now. I'm going to be hopefully cracking a few and playing some tonight, and hopefully you guys do the same. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Man, appreciate it. Again, congratulations on the promotion, Prez. Just don't forget about the little people like us as you rise up the ranks, my friend. We appreciate that.
All right, guys. Thank you.
He's our good friend. President Adam Kramer joining us. We'll come back. We'll talk about this trade. There's a lot to digest here in what is a chaotic situation. My goodness. Here at Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Get happy with Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. Weekday afternoons from 1 to 3 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
Hey, I heard that you just got a new car.
Yes, I sure did, and I could not believe how simple it was.
Really? Tell me what happened.
I bought my car at Cars Inc. They are family owned, and the choices of cars were the best I've ever seen. They even said they could price match with anyone and help me with whatever financing I needed.
Wow, it does sound like they know what they are doing.
Their family has been in the car business for over 30 years, and they're excited about being in Memphis.
Where are they?
5095 Cummington Way, and their phone number is 901-623-7180.
If ever there was a time for comfort food, this is it. And there's no comfort food like Sunrise on Jefferson. Fresh-made breakfast featuring Sunrise's signature homemade square biscuits or the huge selection of hot, fresh, and fast lunch items are all part of what has always made Sunrise the most comforting of comfort foods in Memphis. Of course, everything that can be done to keep you and the staff safe at Sunrise is a top priority. And you can always order ahead and get delicious Sunrise to go. At a time this confusing, it's good to know there's one thing you can count on: Sunrise.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duckhead dress shirts, duckhead caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Safety toes, shoes, and great quality hiking boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett and Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
Choose your ride during the 4th of July sales event on now at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Indulge yourself in 2021 Chrysler 300 Touring, $419 a month. Get performance and power like no other with 2021 Dodge Challenger XST, $447 a month. Plus rugged 2021 Ram 1500 Tradesman Quad Cab, $479 a month. And 2021 Fiat 500X Pop all-wheel drive gets 30 MPG Highway, $25,680 or $349 a month. So drive past the rest and come to the best, or shop online at GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Almost finance through Chrysler, 75 months at 3.99 APR, 3,500 down, pop. MP 889607, MSRP 28,680, 300, MH 566,859, MSRP 34,115, Challenger MH 586605, MSRP 33,130, 1500, MS 548,140, MSRP 36,425, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 6/30/21 with approved credit, dealer stock only.
Sports 56 traffic.
Still working a crash on East Parkway at Jefferson Avenue. That's East Parkway at Jefferson Avenue. Also, we have a new accident in Whitehaven on Shelby Drive at Boingshire Drive. That's Shelby Drive at Boingshire Drive. Working an accident there. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Crazy morning already with a huge NBA trade, very rare NBA trade in the middle of the playoffs. But, technically
right
you can do it. You can. It's just that you have to use once your team is eliminated from the playoffs, you can. It just uses this year's trades. Most people don't do it, but you certainly can do it.
You could announce the future trade. Is that what it means? Is that what he's doing?
No, they're trading them now.
How?
It's a trade.
I thought you can't make
trades.
Trades.
That's what I was saying.
No, you could trade now. Yeah, you could trade now. You just can't. You have to use this year's current year salary and stuff. But yeah, you can't trade in the season. The trade deadline comes up. You can't trade for in the season. But once your season is over, you can trade.
No clue you could do that.
I didn't know that.
That trade is stupid too, bro. I hear what you're saying, but that cap relief didn't start until 2 years from now. This trade is stupid, man. Like, why are you trading away the first round pick in this year's draft for to save $10 million and you're over the cap?
I didn't say it was a smart trade. You just asked about how the trade how that cap relief works. That's how it
first
works.
round pick, 16 in this year's draft.
Well, clearly it's not about the cap relief. That clearly is about
Why are they
Moses
doing
Brown.
it then? Man, stop.
They want Moses Brown. I mean, for real, Moses Brown had 21 and 23.
So they
against
want
Boston.
like Deontay Davis with a better PR rep. Is that what
So
they
clearly want Moses Brown over. They value Moses Brown over that 16 possibility.
Then that's stupid.
I agree, but that's where we are.
Man, Brad Stevens is being goofy. Hey.
But like as I just tweeted out, it feels like the thing that a coach would do. A coach who's like an inexperienced GM who's like, man, that guy had a great game against us. Man, we can get him. Oh man, that guy's gonna be fantastic. I mean, the Grizzlies used to do that back in the early days. I remember Mike Batiste getting signed for the Grizzlies because he went off in preseason against the Grizzlies. And they went ahead and signed the guy. Like, this is what inexperienced GM do. So no, I'm only telling you about the salary relief. Saying I'm not saying I like the move. No, I don't like the move.
Boston needs a.
Really understand. I don't understand. I mean, from Kemba Walker's perspective, it's a real slap in the face. Like, you got your coach went up to the first thing he did. Early on, just couldn't even like bear to even pretend like he wanted to keep you around. Like, just you're out, get out of here. Then getting Moses Brown, I just don't think he's. That tells you that he doesn't believe in Robert Williams either, as the young center for Boston.
But you believe in Moses Brown, a dude who had to have somebody lift him up by the chin to keep his head in the game?
I'm just telling you that's what Brad Stevens
doing,
obviously
Brad?
feels.
Hey, you know what they need? They need a good old shooter that fits the Boston mold, can fit in with the people will love him. They need a good Grayson Allen on that
team. Hey, this tells you right here.
Need a good John Conchar.
This tells you right here that anything is possible. Anything is possible with Brad Stevens in charge. I mean, anything is possible because my God, this thing is rough. And I don't know. On top of that, like Al Horford's a good solid. He's a solid player.
Al Horford ain't played in 2 years.
What do you mean? He played fine. He just didn't.
Man, this trade is the dumbest thing I've seen in the world, bro. Like, where is David Stern to come and say, no, y'all ain't doing it?
What do you
Don't be that stupid.
What would be the? I mean, what, I don't.
Why are you trading away the 16th pick in this year's draft?
It's not. I mean, it's not a great trade. It's not that dumb. It's not like
it's stupid, bro.
This draft is loaded, man.
Man, this draft is stupid loaded. You giving them that for what?
But I'm saying if you're Boston, you're trying to win now, right?
What are you winning with Al Horford?
Al Horford had, again, the only reason he didn't play.
Peter, are we just doing this just to have a different opinion than each other? Or what? Is this like radio stuff? Are you serious?
I mean, I can't even get a sentence out.
Well, go ahead.
Explain to you. He's had the year in Philly when he was a terrible fit next to Embiid was the issue. Prior to that, he was good, like no problem at all. Like as far as what he did for Boston, he was one of their best players. He played great with those guys for Boston. Had career year, and then for Oklahoma City, he was awesome. He was so awesome that they had to sit him down because he was too good. Like he was playing great for them. So I don't get it. Like I mean I don't get what you're saying. Like he's not like the worst player. He's a solid player in Boston. He'll be used, I would imagine, in a way that's more fitting with his age and what he's got. I mean, it makes sense for them to go get him. I understand that
for a first round pick in this year's draft.
But again, it's not just it's because they are overvaluing Moses Brown. That's the reason. Moses Brown's 21. He's 7'2" and 21. You could talk yourself into him if you want to. Bro, and you could see him in the draft if somebody said, I'm drafting a 7'2" athletic center. Okay, yeah, all right, I get that. Like that's the same thing that you're talking about here. I mean, they are overrating him because I don't think he's that good, but they are overrating him. And you could say, hey, we're getting a 7'2" big man who can score and has skill and all. And if you want to look at like a skill thing for Moses Brown, he's got like highlights out the yin yang. Like he had some big time games.
We got this 7-foot white guy, funny looking dude. He can shoot threes, everything. He's kind of like a poor man's Porzingis. I'll give you a killing Tilly for whatever you got on your roster. I'll take even a Jaylen Brown, whatever you want to do.
I mean, listen, I get like I'm not saying it's a great move.
Hey, Civil Rights Museum, get all your staff on deck. Get some renovations going. It's time to court Jaylen Brown, man. Or Brad Stevens lost his mind over there.
Or Jason Tatum.
Either one.
Either one, right? I
don't think Jason Tatum cares about the wokeness as much.
No.
Come on, man. Come on, Civil Rights Museum.
Does not appear to. But anyway, that's why they're doing it. So
hey, I don't really care why they're doing it. Go do it. Carlisle's like, dang man, y'all trading away a 16 pick. I don't want to go to this poverty franchise. Send me to Milwaukee, man. I'm not going around screwing around with y'all. Moses Brown, like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Ooh, boy.
Go give me Porzingis in Memphis. Killing Tilly.
He is again. He's a poor man's. I mean, Moses Brown is an extremely poor man's version of anything. But you could look at it and say, man, look, he's coming off a rookie year in which he averaged 9-9 and 62%, and he had a positive PER, and he blocked some shots and all that stuff. And when he really played, because I didn't count his year in Portland, he barely did anything in that year. So this was basically his rookie, and he went nuts, all that stuff. Like you could say, oh man, look at this kid. He's you could talk yourself into him. I wouldn't, but you could. He's a terrible defensive player. You know me and my bigs. My bigs have to be able to defend, so I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. But Brad Stevens is obviously talking himself into this dude. Hey, man, if you can get Jaylen Brown, make those phone calls. If Brad Stevens is an idiot, great. That's great news for everybody.
Man, I what Twilight Zone am I in? Then Evan Barnes comes in, getting rid of that Kemba contract for starters. That's a win. What in the hell are you talking about, Evan Barnes?
So who's running point for them?
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Kemba Walker is aging like potato salad. It's ugly, bro. He's like leaving him out there. He's getting. I mean, he's
Al Horford's 35, bro. What Twilight Zone am I in? Where like I'm on somebody who thinks it's the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time.
I mean, I don't. It's not great, but I don't think it's just like catastrophically terrible.
You're not. Then some tweeter says he's just wanting to get off of that salary. It seems. I guess he's valuing gaining some cap space over that pick. You're not gaining anything. Go look at Al Horford's contract.
You're not gaining anything right now, but you eventually you will.
In 2 years, Jason Tatum. Come on, man. Force your way to Memphis. Force your way to Memphis, Tatum. They can't do you
after
like
this year. You're freeing up $14 million. So that's something. It's not incredible, but it's something.
Anyway, I don't care if Boston's trash. We'll see what Kari has to say about it.
But I mean, for real. Honestly, Kemba Walker sucks, like big time. Kemba Walker is trash. He is like he's a very nice guy. Like
but does he go through the same thing that Paul George is, where he's got to be the alpha?
Maybe. But that's I
don't write off guys like they forgot how to play basketball.
Yeah, because
like I don't subscribe to that stuff at all. I'm not gonna say that Kemba's trash. He didn't fit in Boston at all.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say he's trash because the dude was like carrying. He was carrying the Hornets to the playoffs every year. I'm not gonna stop, man. I'm not gonna say that dude's trash. This trade is dumb.
What do you mean carrying Hornets to the playoff every year? He went to the playoffs twice.
If he did it twice, he was carrying them. That team was horrible.
That team was.
He did it twice in 8. He did it twice in 8 years.
I can't subscribe to saying dudes.
What do you mean carrying him to the playoffs every year?
They go to a team that they don't fit in. Y'all wrote off a whole lot of dudes who wasn't trash, bro. Come on, stop. Y'all said Derrick Rose was horrible. Look at him now. Stop. You can't.
Yeah, when he's playing in a role. When he's playing in a role, yeah, Derrick Rose. Look at the contract difference. Look at the role difference. Get out of here.
I understand what you're saying, man, but
Kemba Walker's making $38 gajillion a year, and he sucks. I mean, he is awful.
Who?
He's tiny. He doesn't play defense. He's making 30. He's got 34. Made $34 million this year, $36 million next year, and a $37.6 million player option is finally. That's $73 million owed to this man. He shot 42% from the field as a point guard. Can't defend.
I hear what you're saying, bro. But I'm not gonna act like he's trash. Come on, stop it. Oh, this is so dumb. King Climate, step in, King Climate. Make something happen.
I mean, he's not. He just what? And in the key games, what did he do?
Who?
Boston this year in the
maybe he just don't fit in Boston, man. Because we've seen this man be incredible.
He shot 32% from the field in the playoffs and 17% from three. You know what his career number 3-point shooting? 32% 3-point shooter in the playoffs for his career. 41% from the field. I mean, this dude is he is not anywhere close. That contract was toxic, so I get why he wanted to get off that deal. Now, the way he did it, I don't agree with, but I get why he wanted to get off the deal.
Stupid.
I mean, it's
stupid.
It's not my favorite deal. I'll tell you that. I certainly wouldn't. I don't know why he had to rush to do it either.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you have to do it now. You could have waited and see if you could, stir up some stuff. And listen, I'll tell you this other thing. I'm going to go ahead and predict it right now. On June 18th, the Thunder are going to absolutely rehabilitate Kemba Walker, and he's going to get traded for positive value before the end of his deal.
You already know. You already know he is.
Because they're going to do the same thing they did with Chris Paul and Al Horford. Both guys that were bloated salaries who the Thunder got picks to take on and then were able to trade for positive value after rehabbing them. They are the rehab. They are the Nick Saban of the NBA. Just like coaches go under Nick Saban's tutelage at Alabama for a year or two, go through that car wash, clean off all the dirt, and then they look fresh and ready to go. You talk about reclaimed cars, recertified used cars. Hey, that's Oklahoma City, the king of the certified used car market. got some miles on them. We just we come and clean them up a little bit, take all some of that grime off of them, make them look nice and shiny, and then sell them back out for a profit. Oklahoma City.
I'm tired of people crowning the Thunder like they're just amazing too. Let's see what they actually do with this stuff before we start crowning them. It's great.
I mean, I think you can go ahead and crown them now in terms of getting value. I think it's fair.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In terms of doing deals, they're phenomenal. They're incredible. Like, it's amazing what they're doing right now. Incredible. Now, does that mean that they're going to be able to turn that into a team? No, it doesn't.
Right.
But for
because
right
let's
now,
be honest,
man.
like this trade they got today, this 16 pick in this year's draft might be better than 90% of the other draft picks they've acquired over the last couple of years.
Hey, and let me tell you something right now. Oklahoma City is sitting technically at this moment with 4, 16, and 18
this year
in this year's draft, in addition to 3 other second-round picks that they've got. So they have 6 picks in the draft this year in total. And
they got what now? They got 4, 16, and 18?
They have 4, 16, and 18. And if Houston's pick drops to 5, if Houston drops the lottery that far, if 4 teams jump them, Oklahoma City gets that pick too. So they could theoretically have 4, 5, 16, and 18. It's crazy. They could have 4 of the top 8. You could do something with 4, 16, and 18.
Oh, yeah.
You could easily trade up to 1. You could go to 1 for that. No problem.
No.
In this draft, you could. Absolutely.
We'll see. No, ain't nobody going to trade Cade Cunningham. No. You want Cade Cunningham, you're going to take Cade Cunningham. You ain't trading
you think Jalen Green or
you ain't trading $1. If you got $1, you're going to draft $1, man. You're not going to trade $1 for 50 cents.
It depends on who gets it.
Right.
Depends on who gets it. Depends on who gets it.
Yeah, you're
Depends
right.
on what they want.
You want Cade Cunningham?
I like Cade Cunningham, but I'm these other dudes are good. I'm not saying Cade Cunningham is that far ahead of everybody else. He's good, but I mean Evan Mobley. You make case Evan Mobley's got
I'm a Jalen
all
Green
kinds
guy.
of possibility. Jalen Suggs was phenomenal at Gonzaga.
No,
Jalen
I'm out on
Green.
dudes with Trae Young's voice. I'm out. He lost. When I heard him talk, I was like, nah, that dude.
Hey, no, because I don't know if you noticed, Trae Young's doing pretty good.
Right, he's doing pretty good.
So I'm good. I'm good on that. Kuminga is. I mean, there's come on, man. And
hey, the Thunder might come out nasty,
dog,
from this year.
They could. And play, that's one of the reasons why they traded Moses Brown, because they got to get rid of all these young guys. They got too many young guys and everything else. They got to start getting rid of them. So
does anybody need a rebrand more than the Thunder, like colors, logo wise?
We'll come back, continue this discussion. Hour number 3, Kari's coming up. I can't wait to hear what Kari has to say about it.
I don't even care what Kari has to
say. Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Sports Time with Wallow and Stacks. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on Sports 56, 98.5 FM and 96.1 FM.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with these hot items for dads and grads. Featuring the tailor-made Sim2 drivers with forked ring construction that enhances distance and forgiveness. And don't miss these hot gifts from Bushnell, like the Tour V5 or the Tour V5 Shift with pin seeker technology, or the Wingman with Bluetooth and audible GPS for distance. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
It's on at Gossett Kia on Covington Pike with the Trade Up to a Kia sales event. And we can put you in a new Kia today for less than $5 a day. 2021 Kia Forte, $129 a month. 2021 Kia Soul, $137 a month. Both 36-month leases, $39.79 due at signing. And Built in America 2021 K5, $169 a month. $29.99 due at signing, 36-month lease. And get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Trade up to your Kia today at Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte ME 3716, MSRP 20,930. Sold M7144946, MSRP 20,515. K5 MGO 21674, MSRP 26170. Includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license. With approved credit warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offers valid through 6/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Welcome to Moe's. Have you heard about our generosity program at Moe's? We give back 25% to all of our nonprofits with our Taco Kit fundraisers. They are simple and effective, and we do all the work. Check out our website at allheartfundraising.com. That's ALLHART fundraising.com. Or call me, Jenny Nash, at 901-606-3172. Don't forget about our food truck and catering at $8 per person. Call me at 901-606-3172, and we'll get you set up.
The summer of fun is here now at Mario's Pools. Hi, everybody. This is Dave Woloshin from Mario's Pools on Exeter Road. That beautiful pool, well, it just doesn't happen. So call Mario, and his team will be right there to guide you every step of the way if you want to do it yourself, or they'll do it for you. If you need a replacement pool liner, Mario has the best price against all the major competitors, and by the way, the best selection. Call Mario's Pools, easy, 552-3399. That's 552-3399, or just walk in, so easy, in Germantown on Exeter Road. The great thing about Mario is he always takes that extra step. He gets to know you and your pool. He'll do everything he can to make it perfect. Mario's has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. You can check out the reviews on Facebook. Don't be a slave to your pool. Call Mario Pools today, 552-3399.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be late, 'cause we ain't got time
Oh, yeah.
to chat.
Dun, dun,
You
dun,
and
dun,
me,
dun.
we're going out.
Come on.
Catch the latest sounds. Guaranteed to blow your mind. So how you won't come down.
Come on now.
Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the
Rubber band.
You'll never heard a sound like the
Guy loves rubber bands. You gotta tell him. This guy loves rubber bands right here.
Speaking of rubber bands.
Rubber band, man.
Nothing.
Rubber
I don't
band,
know
man.
anything that's speaking of rubber bands. I don't know you know what that
Okay.
goes with. Let me pull up something, because y'all say something about this $10 million in cap space one more time. I promise I'm going to go off.
It's not cap space. It's space, period. They have
You're
to sign
over the cap.
extensions. Yeah, but you have to fit guys in. You have to do a Fournier at that point is his contract. If you're going to redo his contract, it's going to be up then. You have to get other guys involved, and you have to avoid paying luxury tax. That's what they're trying to say. They're not. It's not cap space. It's under the tax space that they're saving, because they have to redo deal at that point in time. So
You're trading
that's why
away a
they're-
first-round pick to worry about Evan freaking Fournier? For real?
Yeah, that's why they brought him. I mean, that's why they got him. He's 27. That's what else? What else are you gonna do with him? I mean, that's the whole point. Theoretically, if you've got the possibility of that's when Jason Tatum's new deal kicks in. At that point, and it's going to be up to $30 million that year. You've got Marcus Smart at that point, who's going to be an unrestricted free agent. You may want to do something with him. So you got these guys that are coming up next year and the year after next. Those dollars are going to start popping in, and to save what would be the equivalent, Kemba Walker's deal is $37 million that year. Al
When does
Horford
Tatum
would be,
when is Tatum's money? Oh, he switches over next year.
Yeah. Tatum switches over next year, so the year after that it'll be $30 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Marcus Smart, whatever it is you're going to do there. They have to worry about paying those guys all and staying, fairly close to the tax line. That's the issue for them. So it's not about you're not going out and signing outside free agents. They can do that probably with exceptions or whatever, but it's about having room to bring your own guys back, which they were going to struggle to do anyway. If they had kept Kemba, that final year of Kemba's deal, you're paying between Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum, those three guys alone would have cost them $95 million.
I got a feeling they're going to get smarter.
Just
about
those three guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
I'm looking at it now.
So I mean, that's why they did it, because they're like, look, we got to and Moses Brown is cheap, another guy that's cheap and could fill out that back end of that roster, for a lot cheaper. I mean, I think they're overrating.
You know what they need?
To be honest with you.
You know what they need for
I
real?
think they're overrating him there, but what's that?
They need a good old Tyus Jones on this team.
Somebody reliable.
Just a reliable point guard. He's just, just the old Boston way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a Dennis Johnson type, light skinned dude with freckles. Come on, man.
Man, Marcus Smart's pretty much all those things.
Oh, yeah.
Not as
He
light
got
skinned.
freckles?
But he
Does
got
he have
freckles.
freckles,
He does have
though?
freckles. Yes, he does.
Is he light skinned?
Yeah, not as light skinned as Tyus, but he's definitely lighter skinned.
I can see Fournier and Tyus Jones being that Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson thing.
I mean, Marcus Smart got more freckles than he knows what to do with. I mean, he's a freckle machine. If you want to talk about a guy who looks like Dennis Johnson, that's the guy he looks like.
So
Dennis
you think Marcus Smart is going to be the starting full-time point guard for them? No,
I have no idea.
This he was drafted.
There's so many things. I mean, he probably should be, but they got the Peyton Pritchard, Carson Edwards, both like two guys they drafted that they they have some thought about. Peyton Pritchard played a little bit for them last year. Edwards is a scorer for sure, but I mean they got to get some. They got to get decent bigs. They got to get. There's a lot they need. It's not.
They might be good. They may be a better team because of this deal. Al Horford definitely can play. You know what I mean? He can be your starting center. He can play. Still got Tristan Thompson for another year.
That's what I'm saying. Like Horford can play for them next year. He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses Brown is again. People are massively overrating him. He's a solid enough player, but he's their third string center. Like Robert Williams should be ahead of him in the pecking order, unless Brad Stevens just hates Robert Williams. So I don't really see that being much. Tristan Thompson's clearly going to be ahead of him, so he's a flyer, but he might be effective. The other thing they got Romeo Langford. They got to do something with Neesmith, who they drafted with that Grizzlies pick. They got to do something with these guys. So they got a bunch of young dudes. Grant Williams is still somehow only 21. They got young dudes. They got 4 or 5 guys in their rotation that are young. So I mean, but I just don't know if they're any good.
I can't worry about these poverty-minded teams, bro. I'm just glad to be a Grizzlies fan. Just be honest with you.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I've never seen a trade this early. It's quite something. When we come back, hour number 3, we're going to talk to our friend Kari Thompson.
Your friend.
About my friend Kari Thompson about this whole thing. We'll do that when we continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Golf is back, and so is Miramichi. And just like every other year, there are improvements. This beautiful golf course sits on 330 acres. It provides more than 7,400 yards of championship-level golf, and the beauty that surrounds it is absolutely amazing. And guess what is back too? It's the Miramichi patio. Totally redone, revamped bathrooms, a full service bar, and on weekends, there'll be bands. Oh, by the way, 2 TVs, and it's now open to the public. You don't even have to play golf to catch the view from the Miramichi patio. But if you do want to play some golf, have we got deals for you? Senior golf for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday down to $30. The standard weekday rates, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as low as $32. Even on the weekends, it's under $50, and you get golf balls on the range. Play the most beautiful golf course in all of Shelby County. Go check out Miramichi.
Hey, Mid-South, we're ready to wow you at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike with the Enjoy Your Summer in Style sales event. And there's no better road trip than in a new ride. Get 40 MPG Highway with 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage G4, $14,735 or $189 a month. Need a little extra room? 7-passenger 2020 Outlander with Tri-Zone Climate Control, $349 a month. Plus 2022 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $25,975 or $299 a month. All powered by a stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 500 military rebate, G4 stock number MHF 06284, MSRP 17735, Outlander NZO 11927, MSRP 30,540, Cross NZ 004494, MSRP 27725, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 6/30/21. Dealer stock only.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/find. That's ZipRecruiter.com/find.
Grind City Brewing Company is taking care of beerness in Memphis. Grind City Brewing is the dream of a father and son duo to create a brand that delivers a high quality, great tasting, and easy drinking craft beer. And they've done it. The brewery sits high above the city elevation in uptown Memphis with 15,000 square feet of beerness, including a 5,000 square foot tap room. Grind City Brewing is committed to all things Memphis, including the Tigers. They have created a malt liquor called Tiger Tail that is the official craft beer of the University of Memphis. Tiger Tail comes in 16-ounce six-packs and is not your typical malt liquor. Tiger Tail is crafted with a bold and smooth flavor, has 7.5% alcohol, and its clean finish makes it incredibly easy drinking. Tiger Tail and Grind City Brewing, taking care of beerness in Memphis.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
So we're still working a crash in Midtown East Parkway at Jefferson. That's East Parkway at Jefferson. Also, we're still working an accident on Shelby Drive at Boeingshire Drive. That's in Whitehaven. That's Shelby Drive at Boeingshire Drive. So far, so good. We're pretty much clean with traffic on the weekend. Heading into the weekend, we might be dealing with delays, but so far, so good on the accidents. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
This is where my monkey noises come into play. Whenever I sing a Bee Gees song, it just devolves into monkey noises. It's just how it goes. You look like you're shook. You look like you're shook, Anthony, saying about this trade. You.
I'm ready for us to get to doing whatever we're going to do, bro. The Grizzlies are not getting a pass from me this offseason, bro. Because last year when we just signed a bunch of dudes that are already in our system, I gave him a pass. I don't want, man. Jonte Porter, get up out of here. GD, get up out of here. Come on, man.
I mean, it's time. It's time to consolidate. Like I said, we were talking about with Oklahoma City. Welcome back. It is hour number 3, presented by Acura of Memphis, online, AcuraMemphis.com, 385 in Ridgeway. For our good friends at Acura of Memphis, I'm Peter Edmiston, along with Anthony Sane. Zach Boyd producing the program.
Al Horford's wife want to be Bradley Beal's wife so bad. Man.
Wait, hold on. Which one? What do you mean Al Horford's wife?
She tweets out, "We're back, baby," with a "Believe in Boston" napkin or something.
I thought that was his sister.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think his
Al
wife
Horford's
is
sister want to be Bradley Beal's wife so bad, bro.
Yeah, Al Horford's wife is Amelia Vega. She's
oh yeah, my bad. I thought Anna Horford was the man's wife. I don't know.
She's also as he is Dominican. She's Dominican.
What is this?
She was a former Miss Universe.
For real?
She was a former Miss Universe. Yes.
She can get Bradley Beal's wife.
I don't know. Was Bradley Beal's wife Miss Universe? You're talking about Miss Universe. I mean, that's Earth, Mars, Jupiter, like in any of these other galaxies. That's a universe.
I've said this before. Society has a horrible definition of what beauty is.
Yeah, but universe, Anthony's saying.
All right, let me go put
like.
Let's just
Let
me just pull them up side by side.
I mean, Uranus,
who's the coldest?
Neptune.
I mean, what are we talking about? That's how you solve it.
You're. I mean,
I guarantee. I've never seen Al Horford wife. I guarantee you, Bradley Beal's wife better than her. Hold on.
The Milky Way, the whole galaxy.
Yes.
You talking about other galaxies?
Bradley Beal's wife is killing this lady. Hold on, man. Get a better look. Me type of actual name in. Man, get out of here. Man, stop it. Man, who?
Hey man, listen.
Oh, she cold though.
There's no.
She cold.
Yeah, there's no loser. There's no loser.
Yeah.
There's no loser in this battle. Let me tell you something.
Man, she is cold though. No, Bradley Beal's wife. Yeah, got her though.
There's no loser. There's no loser in this
she
battle.
Is bad though. On my kids, she bad. But no, hold on. Hold on. Let me refresh this a little bit.
Oh wait, say Josh just hit me something. It's like there's levels to this, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He just hit me.
Oh yeah, Bradley Beal's wife, Birkin. I had to go look at my baby one more time just to make sure. Oh yeah, she cold. She the coldest out there.
Yeah.
Man, Bradley Beal. Beal on Beal needs to happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, who would be the first rapper in Memphis that'll say something about Bradley Beal's wife and then Beal got to fight him? Who would be the first dude to do it? Moneybagg? Josh said he would be the first rapper to say something.
Ooh, shiesty. Come on,
man.
Here's the other thing. So I think it's quite fantastic, man. I get it for both sides. It's quite a trade for those that are just joining us. We had a huge trade in the NBA. Very unusual to have a trade at this time of year. It's extremely unusual. I've never seen one this big that happened right at this moment. Celtics trading Kevin and the pick in this year's draft to the Thunder for Horford, Moses Brown, and I think that's it. Maybe some other stuff in there as well. But the Thunder now have 6 picks in this year's draft, 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and could have 7. Could have the 5th pick if Houston gets unlucky in the lottery and falls down. Then Oklahoma City gets their pick. It drops past 4. So that is woo.
My boy,
it's a lot of capital.
My boy,
it's a lot of capital.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a lot of moving parts for sure. My boy Edward Grizz Tiger Man on Twitter, proud anti-vaxxer as well, my man.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the
shout out to my man.
Recognize him.
He said that Boston deal makes me dream about a Golden State salary shed deal of Wiseman, Wiggins, and 14. He said this a lot, and I would not be.
They're not.
I wouldn't rule that out, man.
They're not in salary shed mode.
Who?
Golden State.
How you know?
Because of who they got on their team right now. They're trying to win. You got Steph, who they're going to re-sign. They want him around. You got Clay, who's going to be back healthy theoretically. Draymond, who they've got. That's a win now situation. And until they start getting rid of those dudes, there's no salary shed, nothing. And Wiggins was actually pretty good for them down the stretch.
Depending on who you sending back.
I mean,
yeah, Wiggins was good for him.
I'm not saying they wouldn't make a trade, but it won't be a salary dump trade. They're going to be. There might be other reasons.
Let me close this.
They're all in. They're all in. That team is they're spending. They're making money. They're the most
Then they're going to have Klay
handsomely
Thompson
paid. Yeah, come on, man. They're the most handsomely paid team out there right now.
Let me close this Bradley Beal wife tab and get into clear thinking.
You got to get focused, man. Come on. Let's get focused. Right. Come on now. Joining us now is my friend.
Your friend,
Kari Thompson, from the Commercial Appeal. Not Sane's friend at all, but my friend. Kari
thank you,
Thompson.
bro. Thank you. Hold on. Before you say that, Kari be all right. He's been waiting the rest of the whole day. Golden State is way over the cap, and then they got to decide what they're gonna do with Kelly Oubre too. There could be a possibility where they want to trade Wiggins.
Man, look, I told you that team is committed to spending lots of money.
I got you.
And they have lots of money to spend. They've got the most lucrative arena set up in the entire league. So I'll believe it when I see it based on them. I mean, I'm not saying
Edwards said that the Warriors said they're trying to get under the cap. I had to look it up. But go ahead. Kari, welcome to the show, my brother.
What's up?
Man, you got it. Your team is trash, by the way.
My team is making moves, son.
Making moves. Yeah, just give away first round picks. Yeah, let's do that in the best draft in a long time. Yeah, let's just give away those good first round picks.
Got to free up some cap, man. Get out of Kemba's contract. You know what I mean?
Y'all also traded for Kemba.
So. Add a superstar. You know?
No, y'all signed Kemba, didn't
you? What?
Didn't y'all sign Kemba?
They signed. Yeah, they signed Kemba. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, man.
Fixing your own
mistakes. Gotta clean up.
No, but seriously, what are your thoughts on the trade that went down today? Several moving parts in it. Kemba's out the door. Al Horford's back. Al Horford's sister is back. His wife is back.
Right.
What are your thoughts on
his sister that he thought was his wife? Al Horford. Shout out. But I don't know. I had to Google who Moses Brown was.
Oh yeah. You know, he's the kid from the meme. He's the kid from the whole Keep Your Head Up.
He's the chin-up guy.
Yeah, the chin-up kid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. You get Al Horford back. I think, he's a good piece. I think the Celtics could definitely use big and another rim protector. I mean, that helps. Obviously, if Kemba wasn't going to be happy, it's a good thing to move him. You free up some cap space with this deal. I believe Kemba still has major time on this deal. Al Horford, isn't his contract set to expire?
No. Al Horford has 2 years left on his deal. He has 1 year fully guaranteed, $26 million. Next year is partially guaranteed at $14 million.
Yeah. So I mean, it's still less years than whatever Kemba had on his deal. So, I don't know. Honestly, it was a weird move, man. It was a weird move. I kind of looked at it and I was like, whoa, why are we doing this? And why are we doing this now?
Brad Stevens. I mean, you talk about well, number one, it's good to see that everything, the phones work in Boston and that you can make a trade there. Because Danny Ainge had me worried there for a little bit that you couldn't make a big trade, but apparently you still can. But this is what a slap in the face to Kemba Walker. I mean, your coach for these years, he moves up, and you're like, hey, man, congratulations on the promotion, man. It's great. I'm so happy to see you be the president. I can't wait to see who you hire. We're going to make this thing work here and all that. He's like, oh, absolutely. Yeah, first thing he does before, I mean, he's even got that seat nice and warm, is he's traded you in a salary dump for just like, all right, let's just get rid of this clown. This guy sucks. What a horrible way to start. I mean, jeez. Poor Kemba, man.
It's a slap in the face the way Kemba played this season. What?
Yeah, it's a hard knock life. I'm just saying.
Straight
it's
disrespectful.
Just, real, son.
Woo.
Straight disrespectful. So you think y'all got better or worse? I see how y'all could have gotten marginally better, but come on, man.
I don't. It makes the on-floor product that much better. I just think it's a move for the future, and that they're saving some dough.
By trading a first-round pick. There you go. That's how you get better in the future.
I mean, the middle around first-round picks, how they trade.
Come on, man. Stop acting like that pick in this year's draft could not be a very good player. Stop, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, we see him have when we traded our first last year. Man.
Yeah, y'all gave us Desmond Bain. Appreciate you. We appreciate that very much.
That's pretty good. So I don't know, man. I just think that you gotta keep the financial in mind, and I think that this is a minded move. I don't think it was a move designed. I don't think this is the move that gets you better. I think it's a move that sets up another move that makes you better.
Yeah.
Who are you guys going to hire as your coach?
It's a good question, man. It's a good question. I don't know. Isn't Chauncey Billups on the list, right?
He's out there. He's out there.
He's on the short list for sure. So I don't know. It's also weird that Brad is picking his own replacement. That's also weird.
Right.
We're in a very weird time.
Because it kind of feels like there's no way he's going to pick somebody that he thinks is going to do a better job than he did.
Why would you say that, though? His next job depends on how good his replacement is.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You can't be a GM out here intentionally picking bad coaches. How does that serve him? He's a GM now.
Yeah.
He needs to pick someone better than him. His job literally depends on it.
It's a good point. It's a good point. I just think it's quite interesting to see. And to go back, and I was reminded of this by our pal Keith Parrish, but Desmond Bain is a Memphis Grizzly as part of a 3-team deal involving the Boston Celtics, in which they traded away Enes Kanter's contract.
Right.
Celtics have becoming kind of a poverty franchise.
Y'all moving like a poverty team, bro. Like, let's be real now.
Making some poverty moves.
The nerve to call the Celtics a poverty franchise.
Hey, what you call them?
If it walks like a duck.
Were you giving away picks and you're trading bad contract for less bad contract?
Franchise, then what are the Grizzlies?
A team clearly on the rise.
Not the team that took advantage of a poverty franchise.
A team with 0 championships is somehow not a poverty franchise.
We appreciate the history lesson. We appreciate this moment in history that you're describing to us, but we're talking about the now and the future.
A team with 0. I would understand if you guys had one, or you guys made a final.
So when are y'all about to win your next one? When is y'all next one coming?
When is the next one coming? Before the Grizzlies.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see who gets closer sooner. Oh, speaking on the coaching thing, Peter, I have some audio of Rick Carlisle and Brad Stevens talking. Some hidden conversation.
Oh man, I don't know how you got this.
Let's play that real fast if you got it ready, Zach.
The mega power, mega power, I feel the power now. I feel the power right there, big man.
Wasn't a hit over the head, Macho Man.
Oh no, man, I'm all right. I've never been better yet. Don't you worry about the hit over the head better. I'm just worried about where we're going from here. Is it this stratosphere, man? Is it the ionosphere with the madness and the mania as one guiding force? We could go ahead and take the whole
I cannot believe this. And all that has happened here on Saturday night's main event.
This has
the
to be
Mega Powers, the Madness.
That's good, Zach. We appreciate it. This is just a bunch of nonsense. It has to be tampered. Like, how y'all just making these type of moves before the season's really over? Come on, man. Brad Stevens and Carlisle together already talking about what they're gonna do. Come on, man.
Look. You gotta be prepared and gotta be prepared to make moves. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have moves on top of moves stacked up. That's how this
Matthew
I'm just saying the evidence is mounting that the Celtics are a poverty franchise. I mean, you've continually, you had a GM who continually complained about the inability to get moves done because of varying and sundry reasons. You signed a player towards the end of his prime for too much money, a player who immediately got injured and you had to dump. It sounds a lot like Chandler Parsons to me, but it's Kemba Walker instead. You did that in order to facilitate freeing up some money. You traded away the rights to pick Desmond Bain, who turned out to be a second-team all-rookie player. So you got a quality rookie that you just got rid of only for financial reasons, and now you're making this move in which you are getting rid of a 16th pick in the upcoming draft in order to save money in the long run and be able to keep your team under the luxury tax in 2 years. Now that sounds awfully
poverty is poverty.
Poverty-ish. The evidence is mounting, ladies. And
all while trying to keep your 2 young stars happy. Let's see how that works.
Congratulations, you guys have. We'll take 17 championships. It's fine. That's fine. I'll do that any day of the week. Come on, poverty franchise. You guys can't be serious. Call the Celtics a poverty franchise.
Like, the Celtics won a championship when there were like 8 teams in the league. Like 10. Like, I mean, come on. What are we talking about here?
Have you seen the Grizzlies win a championship?
How many championships did Boston win in the pre-Black
But I'm saying you weren't even like you. Yeah. You weren't even. Bill Russell was the only black person like in the arena and on the court in the league.
Skip Paul Pierce. Skip Paul Pierce.
Oh man.
Yeah. Paul Pierce was too busy.
Bro, you were 4 years old last time the Celtics won a championship.
4 years old? No, it wasn't. They won it 2008. Come on, son. Stop playing.
Y'all are a ghost at this point. You know that.
I never, the Celtics, I mean, have you ever seen a group like that Celtics team with Paul Pierce and KG and all these dudes act like they've won, like had a dynasty? They won one title.
One championship.
And they lost the final. They got 2 finals appearances and were 1-1 in the final and act like they are like the kings of, like, oh yeah, legends like us have to really get. What are you talking about? You won one championship.
Because they were the kings of the NBA for 1 year. But again,
God.
People know nothing about that. They don't know. Fine, you don't know. You don't know. This is what it is. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Kari, come on.
The nerve.
Incredible. It is what it is. I'm just telling you. That's where we are. That's where we are right now.
I mean, am I wrong? Do you guys know what it feels like to win an NBA championship?
Bro, we live in the now and future, bro. Like you can't.
I'm talking
we
about
get what you're
now.
saying, bro. But
I'm saying right now, Anthony's saying, have you seen the Memphis Grizzlies win a championship?
No,
ever?
I plan on possibly seeing one. Yeah, we're all in that same boat. We're all hoping that our team wins one in the future, right?
Okay.
Right?
I'm talking about the right now. Have you ever seen it happen?
Of course I haven't. Quit asking dumbass questions, man. You know we ain't won a championship. What's your point?
What?
What's your point? Like, I mean, that's you watch your team because you're a fan of your team, right? Like y'all ain't doing nothing, and it doesn't look like y'all ever gonna do anything. Like, so what's your point, bro? Like, for real.
What do you mean? My point is that
y'all won a championship. So what? You were 9 years old when y'all won a championship, bro. Like, what is that? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean, bro? Like, you clearly wake up this morning and you realize, okay, my organization is doing some of the dumbest things ever. So, like, how are you excited about it? You're not. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Bro, I'm excited for this. We got to start.
Kari, you're up, man. Be quiet. Why am I even having this conversation with you? Like, trash. Get out of here, man. Man, I don't need a history lesson for y'all. Y'all headed in the wrong direction, bro. Like anybody can see that.
Okay.
Are y'all gonna be better than Atlanta next year? Y'all gonna be better than Atlanta next year? Who are y'all gonna be better than in the East next year?
Like most of the teams. What are you saying?
Y'all gonna be terrible next year. Go ahead.
We're gonna be terrible next year. That's crazy. This is like a blind. Y'all don't know what a good basketball. Y'all don't know what a championship basketball team looks like.
You don't either.
Those are poverty franchise.
Hey, poverty teams do what they do, man. They give away their assets for nothing.
This is a blind person trying to teach someone how to drive. Like,
this is incredible. Listen, you cannot keep living in the past forever.
No.
This is sad.
It's trash, bro.
The Celtics, like, literally.
You sound like the guy that's like, man, music is terrible. When I was a kid, I loved all these great artists, and now music's terrible these days. Your team ain't gonna win a title. I mean, what, 20, 30 years maybe? Kari, you're gonna be lucky to see another title before you die. That's where it is.
I'm lucky to see another title. Man, what do you think? Like, you talking like I'm from Memphis or something? Like, no.
And you're young. And that's the thing. You're young. You got a lot of years left, and you're still not gonna see a title.
You're talking like I'm from Memphis. Like,
all right, Kari, realistically, in your mind, all jokes aside, we've been clowning for the last few minutes. All jokes aside, do you think there's a better chance that you'll see either Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? You hear stories saying that they want out, or some rumors about either one of those two want out, or you'll see Boston win a championship? Which one you think happens first?
Ooh.
No question.
Huh?
No question. Boston winning the championship.
Hang on the phone. Hang on the phone. This is
Matthew,
This is stupid.
our listener Matthew texts in, says sounds like a Cowboys fan. The Celtics are the Cowboys in the NBA. Let's talk about what they did before I was born. LOL. He's exactly right. This man is 100%. Matthew, you are a genius. That's exactly right. Sounds just like Zach talking about the Cowboys. Man, everybody loves it. Oh yeah, America's team. Blah blah. What have y'all done?
If you are a Celtics fan, you go to bed every night afraid to wake up and see a tweet that Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown won out. You're going to sleep thinking that every night when you go to bed.
This is that poverty mindset, bro. Y'all talking about that's the mindset of someone who hasn't won nothing. People who have championship teams that win.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
You talk about poverty mindset. I mean, Lord help you if you're a black person in Boston not wearing a Celtics jersey. God, good luck to you. Is all I can say.
Hey, just know that when that tweet comes out, when that report from Mark Spears or whoever comes out about Tatum or Brown, just know I'm being your mentions like never before.
Oh, being my man. Come with it.
I can't wait for Kimba's press conference. Be like, I'm looking forward to the way that I'll be treated in Oklahoma as opposed to Boston.
Right.
I look forward to the improved treatment.
What? Exactly.
Team camaraderie.
A city that's going to show love.
Through the roof, man.
A more diverse city.
A more diverse city like Oklahoma City.
This is love.
This is what it really feels like.
Imagine talk about going from a punch to a slap, though, man. For real, that's really what he did.
Man. I know. Poor guy, man. Feel bad for him, man.
If he could just if he could just get to Utah some way, if he could just get that man to Utah.
In Boston.
Oh man.
Oh man! Hey, Carr's gonna talk so bad about us when he moves to wherever his next market is. Man, these guys in Memphis are idiots. They really think they're doing something.
These guys are clowning.
He could be in his next market talking bad about us.
I'm gonna do exactly what Kyrie did, man. Just step on the logo. He gonna step on the logo when he go back to Boston.
Carr go drive to the next market and throw a real plate out the window. Screw Memphis.
Yeah.
Who put slaw on barbecue? Throw this crap out the window.
Man. Kari, I love you. I don't know. Sane doesn't. But
I don't really care for him at all. But God bless him. I wish the best for the brother, wherever his next market is. But yeah.
I'm standing right here. Take the rid of you, bud. I'm right here.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, Kari, good luck.
Good luck, man.
We appreciate it. Good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh, man. What is Samaria doing on a Friday? Get her on the phone, man. What are we doing?
See, I don't appreciate Peter just lumped me in with Kari. Like, here's the thing. Like, I am fully aware that the Cowboys have won championships before my time. But I'm not sitting here parading them around like I won, that I witnessed it. I'm not I care about my present. Like, Kari can parade all those 16 championships before then, man. I care about my present. Those championships didn't happen under me.
Yeah, I'll just go with championships while you're alive, and we can talk about that from there.
Right, and I wasn't alive from all five of them, man.
That's right. Exactly.
Man,
all right, Kari, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
I didn't know he's still on the phone. Man, hang that man up.
When we come back, we'll keep this up. There's plenty more to get to as we continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 98.5 FM, and 96.1 FM.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with these hot items for dads and grads. Featuring Ping G425 drivers and the new Ping 2021 putters. And don't miss these hot gifts from Bushnell, like the Tour V5 or the Tour V5 Shift with Pin Seeker technology. Or the Wingman with Bluetooth and audible GPS for distance. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. And shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
The summer of fun is here now at Mario's Pools. Hi, everybody. This is Dave Woloshin from Mario's Pools on Exeter Road. That beautiful pool, well, it just doesn't happen. So call Mario, and his team will be right there to guide you every step of the way if you want to do it yourself, or they'll do it for you. If you need a replacement pool liner, Mario has the best price against all the major competitors, and by the way, the best selection. Call Mario's Pools, easy, 552-3399. That's 552-3399, or just walk in, so easy, in Germantown on Exeter Road. The great thing about Mario is he always takes that extra step. He gets to know you and your pool. He'll do everything he can to make it perfect. Mario's has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. You can check out the reviews on Facebook. Don't be a slave to your pool. Call Mario Pools today, 552-3399.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
It's on at Gossett Kia on Covington Pike with the Trade Up to a Kia sales event. And we can put you in a new Kia today for less than $5 a day. 2021 Kia Forte, $129 a month. 2021 Kia Soul, $137 a month. Both 36-month leases, $39.79 due at signing. And Built in America 2021 K5, $169 a month. $29.99 due at signing, 36-month lease. And get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Trade up to your Kia today at Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte ME 3716, MSRP 20,930. Sold M7 144,946, MSRP 20,515. K5 MGO 21674, MSRP 26,170. Includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license. With approved credit warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offers valid through 6/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Oh, welcome back. Okay. Man, look. It can be hard to realize that your team is a once proud franchise has become
terrible.
Terrible. And that's what Cowboy fans have been dealing with for a long time. It's difficult when a once proud franchise has fallen on such hard times and is such a bad example for so long. It's difficult. And so Celtics fans, I'm sure, are in the same kind of way. You look and you say, man, what happened? What happened to us? What happened to us?
Mm-hmm. They're going to look up in a minute.
And it's
imagine Carter to say that he believes that the Celtics will win. The Celtics will win a championship before he starts hearing murmurings about Tatum or Brown won out of it. Like, bro, are you serious?
When are they going to win a championship?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Next year?
Because if they're bad, if they're like regular again, you're gonna hear Tatum or Brown say something in the next year.
Now, here's the thing, though. I will say that everyone is rightly saying, like, hey, man, this is incredible what you're seeing from Oklahoma City, man. I mean, the stuff they've done is in terms of just pure deal making, like, it's phenomenal. Like, you have to just give them incredible credit. I mean, they've done amazing stuff in terms of maximizing their space and their willingness to take on bad contracts for picks and then really rehabilitate those contracts into what are no longer bad contracts. That's an incredible thing that they've done. If you look historically at what they've been able to do, they traded Carmelo Anthony and a first for Dennis Schroeder, then traded Schroeder away for Danny Green in a first, then got Danny Green for Al Horford in a first, then traded Horford away for Kemba Walker in the first, in addition to all that other things. So you're talking about picking up pick after pick after pick while just swapping around bad contracts. That's a really good bit of business from Sam Presti. Here's the issue, though. Much like the Grizzlies over the last couple of years, it's all well and good, man, when you're playing with a young team and you're just kind of playing roster swapperoo and you're sort of playing around with data collection and you're trying to find a few guys for the long term. That's all cool. But at some point, and you're seeing it with, Zion, you're seeing it with Luka. These guys look around and they say, hey, I am a really gifted, special player. And you better be pushing me in the right direction. And if you're not pushing me in the right direction, we got a problem. Zion already, a year after the bubble and all this stuff, 2 years into his career, you're already hearing rumors and murmurs about how his family is not happy with New Orleans and the way that it's gone. And they've had massive upheaval in the front office and in the coaching realm as a result of that. Luka, same thing. Dallas is in complete disarray right now as a result, in some respects, of trying to make sure they get things right for Luka. My point is, it's really easy. Now, I mean, I'm not knocking Sam Presti because he's done a great job of maximizing him, just like the Grizzlies did with the Conley deal and all that stuff. But it's one thing to just do deals in which you are trying to maximize value and you don't even really care who you're getting back. You're not even worried about team chemistry because you're not trying to compete in the next year or two or whatever. That's all cool. Like you
eventually have to build a roster.
At some point, you got to start converting all those pieces into big chunks of your foundation.
Right.
You got a bunch of building materials floating around, but at some point you got to start pouring that foundation and you got to start building something. And for a guy like Ja, he looks around and says, what are y'all building? And after a year, next year, he's going to look around and be like, all right. Now either he's going to say, hey, we're building something great and I love what we're doing here, or I don't know. I don't know about this. And you better make sure you get it right.
That's why I say this ain't the year to be cute, man.
Well, that's why the Grizzlies now, they're in that position, they're about 2 years after Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's got 1 million picks and all that stuff. Grizzlies had a whole bunch of picks and a whole bunch of different young players and all that stuff, right? So now you end up with a roster full of young guys. Grizzlies got a roster full of young guys. We've talked about this. It all feels good to say, man, they got so much potential and all that stuff. But really, how do you consolidate those guys into actual foundational pieces? How many actual foundation pieces do the Grizzlies have?
That's a good question.
I mean, obviously,
you want to answer?
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying, in your opinion.
Ja, Jaren.
Do you still
Dylan.
put Jaren in that situation?
Yeah. Ja, Jaren, Dylan,
okay.
Bane. I'm not going to put JV in it.
I mean, Bane, I think, is a good player. I think Bane's a good player. I wouldn't put him as a foundation guy. I mean, you're talking about guys that you're building around.
I'm talking about guys that I want on my team, my 8-man rotation 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's kind of slightly different, but I know what you're. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying guys.
I would put Bane in that. I'd put Bane in that conversation. Yeah, for sure.
I want to say JV, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's a lot harder than people think.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot harder. The history of the NBA is littered with teams much like the Celtics, who at one time had the world by the tape.
Mm-hmm.
They had pick after pick, first round pick after first round pick. They had fleeced Brooklyn for the elderly
fleeced
player
us
deal.
with Jeff Green.
Fleeced, that's right. Fleeced the Grizzlies for fleecing everybody Danny Ainge was the belle of the ball. What did he do with all that fleecing, though?
Well,
Looking back, what did they actually?
Got Tatum and Brown.
You got Tatum and Brown.
And that's it.
Not bad.
Kyrie came there.
What's that got?
Traded for Kyrie.
What did they won? Did they make an NBA Finals?
No.
Did they win anything?
Even in the post LeBron James Eastern Conference, they haven't came out the East.
So, what does that tell you?
You got to plan right. You got to plan right. You got to plan.
It's
early.
hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And even the best situations can turn sour when you start adding up little bad moves here and there. Like the Celtics just kept kind of doing little, just imagine. And they got on the good end of the Markelle Fultz situation. I mean, they got beneficial help. They got help from the Sixers and other teams that made some really costly bad moves. But just imagine what they'd done if they hadn't tried to and gotten it wrong with Kyrie, and they couldn't figure out a way to make it work with him. Imagine what they could have had if they had just been able to do that. Imagine what they had if they had just been able to take two or three of those things and just push them in and make the right pick or the right move. I mean, they would have. You would be talking about a potential dynasty here. You would be talking about a championship kind of situation. But instead, they couldn't make the move for Paul George, couldn't make the move for Kawhi, couldn't make the move for
Jimmy
all
Butler.
these guys that were out there, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis. I mean, all these dudes that were potentially out there that could have changed that franchise, they valued flexibility or other stuff more than them.
And they didn't want to trade the Grizzlies pick, which turned out to be Aaron Nesbitt.
Exactly. And that was this beautiful, incredible gem of an asset that they could not possibly part with. Well, okay. How's Aaron Nesmith doing? And so the lesson here is, at the end of the day, man. I mean, the Grizzlies are never going to be the Nets. You're never going to be able to just go out and acquire
KD and Kyrie.
KD
and then James Harden says, "Hey, I want to go there too."
But
you can be
you
Denver.
also have to say, look, if we can make a move like a trade and take the risk and kind of you have to demonstrate to Ja Morant, who is a legitimate young superstar. You have to show him that you are a proper steward of his prime years in the NBA. Because how many guys have wasted their primes? Like Kemba, great example. Incredible player, all that, wasted his prime. Now his knee's hurt. Is he ever going to be the same? Who knows?
No.
He's got jack squat to show for it. I'm not saying championships are the only thing, but this man's barely made the playoffs.
Yep.
Like, you can't – I'm fine with players agitating to get out to try to maximize the productivity that they've got because their careers are short.
Yeah.
Life is short. Take advantage of it. And so the Grizzlies, you better get out there and better start proving to Ja Morant that you're going to be the best steward of his career.
That's for sure. Because, and I think this should be the offseason, man. I got a feeling they're not going to do anything significant. But this needs to be the offseason where you go out there and you trade the package away. Trade the package, go get another star. Show Ja, Jaren, you for real. Do your thing. More importantly, show Ja you're for real. Because if you show Ja you're for real, everything else should take care of itself. Go get the guy, man.
Well, that's for sure. You got to go get. If you can go get the guy.
Get him.
If you can go get the guy.
Because you're not going to draft
like Bradley Beal.
Come on now. I didn't want to say it unless you said it.
That's the one though.
The Zach LaVine.
That's the one that. Well, I think the Beal thing is the most plausible thing. I think it's very unlikely, but it's still plausible. You could look at it and say, there's a reason why the Wizards would do it. And there's a reason why the Grizzlies would do it. I think you can't sit here and just keep getting in asset acquiring mode. You have to convert those into a legitimate dude. And if you have the chance to do that, hey man, do it. If it means you got to get rid of that mythical Golden State pick, the mythical Utah, hey.
Trade it while it has that mystery value, like you said, before it turns into Aaron Nesbitt. For real. You definitely don't want that.
It is amazing how much more valuable. It's amazing how much more valuable a mid-first round pick is. You say, "Oh, I've got the 16th pick in the draft. Ooh, that could be good." But if you put a name next to it, it's like, oh, that's just a guy.
Right.
Like, it's amazing how much more value there is with that thing. It's like buying a car. New car, hey, man, new car is amazing. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's a used car.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what. That's what happens. Like, that pick is it's a new car. Got that new car smell to that pick. And then once you actually use the pick, that's just a guy.
Trade that Warriors pick while it's sexy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, learn from the mistakes that Boston made. The mythical Grizzlies pick of the future could be anything. Is a lot better than, we drafted Aaron Nesmith. You want him? No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm all right, thanks.
Sounds so boring.
It's just it's weird. It's weird, but it's true because it's the same thing.
You ain't getting Anthony Davis.
It's the same thing, but it doesn't feel the same.
For Aaron Nesmith, like that's not.
Yeah, he's not the prime piece of a major trade. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen right there. Oh man, so. But think about it. I just did the Tankathon draft in Oklahoma City, 5 and 6, and Kuminga and Scotty in the draft to go along with Jared Butler. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, what a crazy situation that could be. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking earlier about. I said, where is our guy, the Hawks guy, the Atlanta guy? Haven't seen him on here at all.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is chiming in literally just now. My brothers, this your boy from the 404, still live out here. How about them Hawks? Y'all need to talk about something that's relevant like the Hawks. Like, try listening to the show. Like we.
Hey man, listen.
We've done that.
We're reluctantly pulling for the Hawks.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's what we're doing right there.
Yeah, show up other than when y'all are. Man, you're from a front-running city. My bad. I forgot it's the most front-running city in the country. My bad. I forgot that's what they do. They show up when there's something to talk about. My bad.
That's exactly right.
My bad.
When we come back here, more presented by Acura of Memphis, we will finish things up. We'll have some predictions for tonight because it is going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be a big one. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio. We are Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
Visit Frontier Western Store this Father's Day. All men's pants and jeans, $5 off. Wrangler, Carhartt, and Ariat. Every pair of khakis, jeans, and even FR workwear. $5 Carhartt shorts, 25% off also. Sale ends Father's Day. Dad needs a new pair of work or dress boots? Frontier's proud to be the #1 store where the Mid-South goes for boots. Guess what? They've expanded the world-famous boot showroom and added tons of new inventory. If you're after Ariat, there's no better place than Frontier. Come shop over 1,000 pair of Ariat boots and thousands more in other brands such as Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, and Twisted X. As if the selection isn't reason enough, there's Frontier's low prices. Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores. So when you're ready for Dad's next pair or yours, you've got to check out Frontier. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Hey, if you're hungry for great Mexican food for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, got it. La Guadalupana, La Guadalupana, Guadalupana. Choose from tacos, burritos, enchiladas, sizzling shrimp, beef or chicken fajitas, and even a Cuban sandwich filled with Mexican sausage, chicken, ham, steak, jalapenos, avocado. Add a nice cold beer to your super nachos. Top with melted cheese, beans, sour cream, guacamole, tomato, and jalapenos. Great prices, generous portions, great service at 3 locations, Summer Avenue, Cordova Road in Winchester, La Guadalupana.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. The great Kimmons Wilson of Holiday Inn had a slogan: the best surprise is no surprise. And that's so true. When I sit at your kitchen table, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to do to your roof. From the underlayment to the hip shingles and ventilation, the flashing, the wood repairs, the cleanup, the crew safety, the warranty. It's amazing how many customers sign contracts being told none of that stuff. But the best surprise is no surprise. Insurance claims. Talk to your friends. More and more claims are being rejected, and only experienced claims specialists are getting those terrible decisions overturned. So if you don't hire me, please hire someone to manage the process with the experience to see it through. The best surprise is no surprise. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
AC trouble? Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60. Then this year, Air Doctors is the official HVAC contractor for St. Jude Dream House. Air Doctors installed the St. Jude Dream House new Train high-efficiency equipment. Get your service from the best. AirDoctorsOfMemphis.com. Call 901-598-HVAC.
Hey, I heard that you just got a new car.
Yes, I sure did, and I could not believe how simple it was.
Really? Tell me what happened.
I bought my car at Cars Inc. They are family owned, and the choices of cars were the best I've ever seen. They even said they could price match with anyone and help me with whatever financing I needed.
Wow, it does sound like they know what they are doing.
Their family has been in the car business for over 30 years, and they're excited about being in Memphis.
Where are they?
5095 Cummington Way, and their phone number is 901-623-7180.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Yeah. Woo! 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 Woo!
My guy Ryan chiming in again. Said we appreciate y'all pulling what pulling did to boys. I'm back listening. Been a rough few months, but we good. Hope y'all are doing well. Couldn't find Ryan when we went to Atlanta and beat him by 30. Like his Instagram totally disappeared. Like it didn't exist anymore. That's Atlanta. It's Atlanta, man. It's a front-running city. Like they pretend to care when their team.
I'm with you, Ryan. Ryan, I appreciate you.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. But y'all, you do live in the front-running capital of the world, so that's what y'all do. Y'all pretend to care about your teams when they're good, but when they're down, you just go ahead and live your life as if they don't exist. But shout out. I did a whole ode to the Atlanta Hawks yesterday. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did an entire calling a truce, giving them props.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. All right, so what do we think tonight?
The Hawks close out tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right. They close it out.
Okay, I like this. I like that. I like your. I hope you're right, because I think that's much more interesting than Philly winning. Philly just doesn't do it for me.
You don't deserve to win at this point. No, seriously. I think that the mental aspect of what happened on the night, the meltdown, Ben Simmons is done. I think he's really that type of stuff.
I don't know. We'll see. He's had this before and he's come back. I think he's okay mentally. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to rule him out. I'm not going to rule him out. Mm-hmm. I think it depends on how they want to use him, what they ask for him. He just has to get better. He's getting absolutely crushed in Philly. And I will say is God help him if they lose this series and he has another one of performance like he did in Game 5. Oh my Lord, he's going to be the unhappiest rich man in Philadelphia, because he's got that extension kicks in. He's going to make 100 and some odd million, but boy, he can't walk down the street without getting yelled at and booed and all.
Yep.
Whew. Because hey, Philly fans, you know what I'm going to say, Sing? Hit different.
Well, they hit different. Oh yeah, Philly cold-hearted.
Philly is cold-hearted. They're brutal fan base. Mm-hmm. Philly cold. Hey, everybody, get out there for real. Now, this weekend, you've got Juneteenth. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say this, Sane. I hope you don't mind. Mm-hmm. I'll say it is a day of commemoration, a day of celebration, a day of appreciation. But it's not a day for appropriation. No, it's not so fast. It's not a day for appropriation. Here's what it is a day for, though. Go out and find. Do not necessarily support various corporations that are about to turn Juneteenth into Labor Day.
Way to sell some stuff.
Juneteenth, etc. Find black-owned businesses. Support black-owned businesses in parts of the city that you have not been to ever.
Yeah,
that you never
not
go
via
and see.
DoorDash or.
That's right, exactly right. Don't say I'm going to go DoorDash some Chef Tams or something. That's not quite the same. Go and see Tan. Go and
meet
see.
Tan,
Go
yeah.
and see. Yeah, go
Just
and
a
meet
great
folks around the city that you don't normally meet. Go to places you wouldn't normally go to. Use this as a way to help support and lift up the black community in this city and elsewhere, because that's to me is the spirit of what Juneteenth should be all about. And it's all well and good to commemorate, and for it's going to be different within the black community. But I'm speaking to our white listeners here. Let's be supporters. Let's be helpers. Let's be let's not appropriate. Let's appreciate. Let's get in there and let's give and support with our financial contribution and our money to be able to lift up as much as we can. So that's my hope that we'll see that for this weekend.
Me too. Y'all do right, man. Do right by us for once in your life. See what it's like.
And please don't sing "Lift Every Voice" and sing.
Don't sing
Everywhere You
nothing.
Go.
My God.
Please
Because
don't.
y'all feel like y'all
Did
gotta
you see
fit in.
that? Did you see that? Did you see the representatives, the House representatives,
Just do
singing
right,
that
man.
yesterday? I saw Nancy Pelosi singing that. I was like about to throw myself into a wall. Like, what are you doing, lady?
I looked at that video crazy. Like what? Like no. Just sign it and just
like
carry
when she had
on,
she had the kente cloth on one time doing all. I was like, what are you doing?
God.
Like, be a supporter, but don't become a parody. Don't be like.
I ain't got
what are
nothing
you
to say.
Don't sing "Lift Every Voice" and sing. Don't sing "We Shall Overcome." I don't want to hear none of that. I'm tired of it.
I'm out.
I
don't see how I can talk about this without Michael talking about that lit. Man, I ain't gonna do it.
Hey man, all I'm saying is let's be supportive.
Yeah, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Go get you a good soul food place somewhere. Sit down and eat that joint.
Write an article about it.
Tanisha was the waitress, and her son works in the restaurant as well. I got my order taken by young Dacario, who's Tanisha's son, who takes orders. I'm sure this is a violation of child labor laws.
Oh man.
I'm out, man. Because stuff I want to say, I really can't say it.
Everybody have a good weekend. How about that? Can you say that?
Yeah. Y'all take care of yourself. Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah. Everybody, for real. Have a good one, y'all. Y'all be good. We'll talk to y'all next week.